And we're in it. Another show, another day, a rainy one here in Calgary. How's everyone maybe feeling a little bit melancholy? Has it affected your moods at all?
I lost my sunglasses 2 days ago. It's not been an issue.
Yeah, I've got mine.
Are they on his head?
Those aren't mine.
He's stretching them out.
How come he keeps wearing those sunglasses? It's not even bright.
My wife is like, "You always lose your sunglasses, you loser." I'm like, "I haven't lost sunglasses in a year." Later that day,
right,
lost his sunglasses.
Now, do you think maybe she took them? You left them somewhere, and she's like, "I'm going to grab them and hide them."
Things were hot, and I did say a day later, "You haven't happened to see my sunglasses, have you?" No. Okay.
I think there's maybe something, like, I'm not saying there's anything afoot, but
there's a lot of stress with these pilots ready to strike, Dean. I'll tell you that.
What? Striking? Who?
Stress?
Is there?
Oh, there is.
Ah.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Right. Exactly. Well, and it's not like your soulmate's getting married in Australia in 2 weeks.
Oh, is yours?
Oh, my wife's.
Your wife's,
bestie
I got
or
it.
whatever.
Yeah.
A bestie?
It's her cousin, but they're like.
BFF?
Oh, what happens at these weddings? These besties and bridesmaids. Woo-wee.
That's great. I'd like to go too.
Yeah. So what you're saying is this strike is having an effect on your day-to-day.
If I had to describe the mood of the house since the strike news, it's been the weather outside.
Now, there isn't a strike, right?
They are preparing for one.
Okay.
To the point where the airline's like, "Could you please just refund your tickets? Like, we think this is happening."
It's imminent. Is that a word? Imminent?
Yeah, imminent.
Yeah.
Looming. Imminent.
So is this a big trip you have planned?
I mean, when you go to the other side of the world, it's kind of a big trip.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Isn't the hockey season about to kick off?
I think so.
Well, the fake hockey starts soon. The real hockey.
Oh.
Be back for that.
Oh, good.
Or if I go at all, I might not miss a thing.
Sounds like this is something's afoot again. Dean has concocted. You've lost your shades because your significant other stole them, and Dean has canceled the flights on you.
Well, and here's the thing. You and I were in Vegas. We were in Nashville 2 summers ago for the draft. Had to rent a car, drive through the night to Louisville, Kentucky, only to nearly miss that flight and nearly not get home and get stuck in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then this year, the draft was in Vegas. We had that lovely mechanic strike with WestJet. So
it'll happen.
I got sewered. I was riding the high vibes of a piano bar at midnight when that text came through that my morning flight was canceled. What the hell's going on with the air travel?
You're adept.
It's like Greyhound to the sky. What are we doing here?
You're adept at this, handling these.
Yeah, you should be.
Balls.
You need a labor stoppage. You just let me know. I'll book a trip.
Yeah,
I can help with that.
This Penticton thing seems to be happening, though.
Yes.
When's that?
Tomorrow we're on a flight. Brett, did you get the
allegedly? We're on a plane tomorrow.
Are you carrying a bag or not, or are checking one? I got to check in.
I never check a bag. You can't.
Okay.
Can't check a bag. Yeah.
It slows things down.
Yeah.
So I'm good to check you in, or
I'm driving.
Oh, he's driving.
I love the road.
Somebody on Tuesday, because we are going to Penticton. May as well talk about it. It's a good segue. We're going to Penticton. It's the Young Stars Classic, and we're doing shows. And somebody in the chat on Tuesday, when you were at the golf tournament, messaged in 0% chance that Long Arms is going to Penticton.
No way Long Arms is on that trip. No.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah, well, thinking about it is different than doing it. You think about a lot of shit.
You think about a lot.
Doing it is the challenge with Rhett, because he absolutely can think about Penticton. But getting him there, I booked a hotel room for him. I'm like, I'm going to cancel this in 3 weeks, but I just need you to hold it for now. And I called him like, is this the room you're going to cancel? Like, yes, I am going to cancel that room.
Yeah, that's the one. We leave tomorrow. We'll do tomorrow, little scene setter from Penticton. And then shows Saturday, Sunday, Monday as the Young Stars Classic is underway. The Flames will play the Jets, the Oilers and Canucks rookies Friday, Saturday, and Monday. Mm-hmm. And I think you had talked about the other day. The thing is, when your NHL team is not very good, there's a lot of emphasis and a lot of excitement for the who's going to come up and make us good. Who are the young boys? Where are the young boys?
Who are the next stars of this
team
that doesn't have enough stars?
So we'll be doing the show live from the patio of the Barking Parrot Bar. Oh. It's interesting. I didn't have any of these details. They were right off the top of Pinder's head.
Yeah, because someone had to plan the damn trip.
But even at the
beginning, you guys would be going in 2029.
But when it was coming together, I know somebody at the thing, and I've got a contact at the thing, and don't worry about accreditation.
You're like, I used to live there. I know everyone. Dean's like, sure, he knows everyone, 1,000 friends, whatever. And I got us at the patio of the most popular place in town.
It's the Lakeside Resort and Conference Center. We will be there doing shows every day. The Barking Parrot Bar. Now, you're concerned about the Friday show because it would
not
be
a Friday
later in the day.
show, but it's the Flames will play that night. We'll be arriving. We got to drive from Kelowna, which is a beautiful drive down the west side of the Lake Okanagan. But it gets a little bump in there on Friday. We can't be doing a late night show Friday there.
All right.
So cancel that. We'll go Saturday.
Sunglasses at night in a dark. Yeah, no.
I won't work.
But I think I've got a really nice idea about Sunday because we know what Sunday is.
Well, it's football, and the Flames are not playing that day.
I mean,
right.
You good for an 8-hour shift in there?
Likely.
Multiple breakfasts, beverages. Little show,
multi-breakfast,
red zone, screens all over.
I'm just coming for Sunday.
Fantasy football.
Sunday?
Yeah. Remember when we went to Phoenix? He was there for 22 hours.
22 hours in and out.
Yeah, he's gonna do that again.
I was beating the snowstorm.
Look, I'm not saying you didn't have a reason for it. It's just you were there for 22 hours on a 3-day tour.
I also beat the snowstorm. I just went to Vegas for 2 days.
It's another option.
That's right. You continued the trip
Some
with
of
the
us
fellas
can't,
because they were playing in Vegas after that.
Some of us can't afford that.
That's right. Yeah,
that's
Spirit Air. Do you have $9 to fly from Phoenix to Vegas?
You have to hold on to a wing the whole way, but it's a short flight.
See, now they're not striking. They should be striking. That's the way air travel should be. Do you have $45? We'll get you to Vegas in an hour. That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Instead, it feels like that kind of service, but the price point's much.
What's that old saying? Cheap, fast, or good?
Cheap, fast, or good. Pick 2 of the 3. Yeah, pick 2 of the 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
One? Can we get one?
It's tough to get one these days.
Yeah, one would be all right. We'll be going to Penticton, doing shows, talking about the Flames, having some guests joining us at the patio throughout the weekend. It is a presentation of our friends.
Did we just crash?
Somebody did. Looks like it.
Rhett just died.
Our friends at Professional Skate Service, 1070 42nd Avenue Southeast, the former Frank Sisson Silver Dollar Casino location. It's home to this Calgary institution. It's just one of our favorite places in town.
Pro skate.
Awesome.
So if it wasn't, I wouldn't be there 5 days a week, it seems.
Calgary family, so happy for them to because they were just down the street in Marda Loop, and it was they did so much with so little there. They were jammed into that little place.
Space. They had the goalie store right next door.
Yeah. But they have got all the space they need now. I actually got the tour last weekend because I went back again.
Oh, you were backstage there.
So I went back in through the doors. Like this area here where we just have storage is as big as what our store was.
Yeah.
So it's
I don't know how they did it. They did upstairs or downstairs or both.
Well, they're the best, eh? Yeah. The best brands, the biggest names, the best staff in the business. It's goaltending, it's hockey, it's figure skating, it's ringette. And they're better than ever. PSSCalgary.com. They are one of our presenting sponsors as well. Welcoming on board presenting sponsors, Crystal Waters Plumbing Company.
Crystal Waters.
Crystal Waters.
Doesn't that sound appropriate? We're going to be on the beautiful Okanagan Lake.
Yeah.
Looking over those crystal waters. Hello, welcome. Love you.
And you'll need some plumbing.
I don't know how this is going to go.
Crystal Waters is your crystal clear choice for all residential plumbing, heating, and cooling services with over 23 years of experience and 30,000 projects completed.
Wow.
They strive to deliver premium quality equipment and services, focusing on safety, comfort, and product longevity.
That's already got them coming in for an inspection.
He does. He heard this morning. What? Okay. Can
he do today?
What is your plumbing issue?
Jesus,
you got to
sign the contract 10 minutes ago.
Whether you're a home builder looking for high volume professional mechanical subcontractors, a homeowner seeking installations, replacements, repairs, or maintenance, or a property manager, real estate owner, their experts offer comprehensive mechanical solutions. CrystalClearCalgary.com is the website.
Check that out.
The thing about that is too, right? When your plumbing goes sideways,
it's a bit of an emergency.
You're okay. You start Googling and stuff. You don't want to have to do that.
Just go to the right people the first time.
You know what? Crystal Waters Plumbing Company. Now I know that. What's your issue? What do you need?
There's lots.
There's a lot going on.
So the thing he left the home.
Yeah, you've been done.
How long was he planning to leave before he left? Like,
I think it was a long weekend.
It was a couple hours.
Yeah.
And so he probably didn't like shut things off and, winterize or whatever, get the home in like we're away mode. I'm sure there's all kinds of issues that have cropped up over those. How long was it since you abandoned us? 2 years? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Went for the long week. I'll be back on Tuesday.
Never came back.
Of 2024.
He didn't say that part, but yeah, that's right.
It was Tuesday. Details.
There you go. Details. So that's what's going on. That's what's happening there. We'll be off to Penticton. And I had the we'll talk about it later. I just saw the rosters.
I got the roster in the Pinder Report, so we'll tackle it there.
Fair enough.
We had an eventful evening at the rink last night as my hybrid goalie son, as I've outthunk the universe, had to go an hour 15 in net. And while the Zamboni did a lap, get on his playing gear and then skate for an hour 15. They all back to back.
Good naps.
Yeah, his kid's dad has really kind of mucked everything up.
I thought I was doing that. We'll just keep our options open. And now he grew out of one set of gear. He needed a new set. This is the stupidest thing I've ever done. And he's clearly a goalie.
Yeah.
No interest in the other
He realized that kids grow and then they need bigger stuff. And when you're a hybrid goalie, you need 2 sets of gear.
Everything. 2 bags, 2 sticks, 2 jocks. Anything you have, you need 2.
Yeah. Helmets.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thing.
Mask and helmet. Totally. Yeah.
Even the jock is different. I'm trying to think of what you would use.
Close. Undergear. That's it.
Yeah. Your shorts and your gotch and your t-shirt.
That's it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Your socks, maybe.
Yeah. And that's the end of the list.
Well, it's a good thing Pro Skate's here for you.
Yes, it is. I
think
they're happy for me. I'm also happy for them.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, Pinder's back. Everyone knows him. First name basis here.
I have a little. Well, there's a couple things we can do.
Okay.
We can play a little game. I put together a little game.
We like games.
Yeah. Do you like games?
Love games.
Do you?
A big hit. Your games are always wonderful.
They're so great.
Like a game
They're
show
really
kind
good.
of game?
Kind of.
Oh.
Yeah.
We could add
Do we have
music to
music?
it.
I'll be honest, we don't have music.
What happened with the music? Sorry, go ahead.
That's Jack's file.
Jack, what's up with the music? Because we have music, but we can't play music.
Let's go to the Jack cam. What do we?
We have music.
Have music.
We haven't looked through the music.
Haven't done it.
So we're not really prepared to play music.
Okay.
Oh,
we
for
just
Christ's sake.
hit shuffle.
How hard is it?
Yeah.
People don't listen to albums anymore. Just hit shuffle. Whatever comes up, we'll use it.
Now, here's the thing. You're going to think I'm out to make you look silly, stupid, dumb, bad.
I've worked with you for 10 years.
It's
I
not the
expect that
case.
every day.
It's not the case. But I did a little prep work. And I will just say what we're about to do. It's not a look how smart I am and look how dumb you are.
This is happening now?
This is happening right now. Because you said you like games.
I don't know if I like this game anymore.
I would stink at this game.
Okay.
I went through it. Say they're going to think I'm trying to make them look bad.
Well,
if the roles were reversed, if you were the host or you were doing it, I would look foolish as well.
Did you
You
just take
wouldn't
my
play.
idea and now you're doing
this
it?
is the
That's
difference.
correct.
You
is
wouldn't
genius.
play.
So
Yeah.
here's, I said on Tuesday, you know what I'm going to do for Thursday? We're going to do this game and I'll ask you guys. And Dean had no interest in being on the receiving end of that. So now
Yes,
he's
he's not
gonna host
great.
the game.
He's not great at doing things that he doesn't know anything about.
so he's
not-
going to put us on. I love it. I can't wait.
Oh God, I know where this game is going.
Oh, yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah. And again,
Oof.
1,
you guys may ace this.
2.
I know I would not have aced it if the shoe was on the other foot.
No.
We'll do a little game.
3. No. No.
So what I've done to all the people who are listening or watching, I have given both of these gentlemen a list of players who are playing in the National Hockey League, but chances are playing for a new team this coming season. Either they were traded or signed as an unrestricted free agent. Something has happened where they are playing for a new team this year. And
Some of these guys are dusters. What
there's a lot. There's a few dusters, but
These are pretty big names, I thought.
There's
Come
some.
on. Everyone will know these people's name.
oh yes. I'm not sure what kind of dusters you're talking about, but anyway.
Ilya Samsonov's a duster. That's my only real
He
complaint.
was-
The others are fine.
One guy?
Well, he was a starter for the Leafs last year.
Until he wasn't, yeah. He was probably what?
Quit interrupting the game with your
Third
If you would like to
string?
remove,
No, that's
Ilya.
fine.
I think you should.
No, is there some trick questions?
That's
to do? I feel a couple tricks in here.
Do you? No.
So
It's
all
a-
these guys had to have moved or not moved?
All these guys are playing for new teams.
All of
Everyone on this
I'm pretty
list
sure
is
that-
on a new team this
I believe
year.
so, yes.
Oh boy.
them? Well, I thought one of them was still in the same spot.
I might be wrong.
I hope you're wrong.
Actually, you know what? I think there is one.
Chick dog?
No. Let's start the game, shall we?
God damn it!
All right.
Play the music.
All right, Jack, play the
Hit the music.
hit the tunes, Jack.
Brandon Montour
Do you know this one, Rhett? I know this one.
I've got it down to 2.
Okay.
I'm going to say Utah.
Can we team up here before we submit our final answer?
That's why I
think
gave you
between the two of us, we could get this all done.
I gave you guys sheets in order to write these down.
Seattle.
Damn it, that was my other pick.
Seattle signed a 7-year deal, $7.14 million per.
Bill, what were your thoughts on Tom? Seattle.
Seattle. So yeah, the former Sabre, Duck,
Pantero, champ,
Panther, and then went to the Panthers and won a cup last year. Not bad.
Not bad.
Cam Talbot, there will be some former Flames on this list. Cam Talbot, goaltender, signed with a new team. Who was it?
Which conference?
Where day? The West.
Damn it.
I would say you could pass, but I don't know that it's going to come around.
This is a tough one.
It's a tough.
He was kind of one of those guys that might not even get a job, like musical chairs with goalies. He's in that mid-30s range. He kind of was just okay last year.
Anaheim.
I will say San Jose.
Detroit.
Oh,
that's also not the West.
Not the West.
2 years, $2.5 million.
Yuck.
I forgot you asked which conference.
Detroit X. Okay, I'm down one.
Shane Gostisbehere.
Oh, God.
Now, he's been all over the place.
He sure has. Philly, Arizona. Ghost Bear.
Shane Gostisbehere. It's a 3-year deal with an Eastern Conference team.
Florida.
The Carolina Hurricanes.
Oh, that's such a Carolina signing, too.
$3.2 million each for 3 seasons.
Good for him.
Jake Gensel.
I almost screwed this one up. Tampa Bay.
Tampa
Bay, 7 years, 9 sheets a year.
That's a lot of sheets. Didn't want to give it to Stamkos.
I
kind of agree. If that's the choice, I'd rather pick Jake, but still.
Anthony Duclair. Is this the Duster category?
I don't know how to feel about it. He was on a really, really shitty team last year.
Okay.
You got to give me East-West.
East.
Islanders,
4-year deal, 3.5.
Islanders.
Yeah.
Right, got it.
Now, this one you might be right. Did Riley Smith play on this team last year?
Pittsburgh?
No.
Carolina.
I don't know where he was.
Because I checked, and I believe he was a July 1 movement.
My buddy Riley Smith, GTHL beauty.
New York Ranger.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. 3-3.
No clue.
500's good, right?
Chick Dog, Jacob Chikrin.
He moved? He's not in Ottawa?
He is not in Ottawa.
What the hell happened here?
We took the summer off.
God damn it.
East-West?
East.
I'm going to say Detroit again. I have no idea where this guy is.
There's a lot of teams in the East.
Jack, do you know any of these?
Yeah.
You know this one?
Chikrin?
Yeah. Washington Capitals.
Washington. God damn it.
Made a lot of moves.
They did make a lot of moves.
Too many.
I like that Rhett's just kind of slid into the weeds.
I'll let Pinder go first.
Was it Homer that slides into the shrub? Yeah. Tyler Bertuzzi.
Chicago.
Yes.
4-year deal. I wasn't sure, but I said it like I was really sure. That helped.
Loud and with emphasis.
Mm-hmm.
It works. Matt Dumba.
East-West.
West.
Winnipeg.
Dallas. Really? 2 years, 5.5.
Now that we got the music, I'm feeling great. I'm ready to rip off 6-7 in a row. Let's go.
All right, let's start with Vladimir Tarasenko.
After this one, I'll rip off 6 or 7.
East or West?
Just a touchdown.
A little hot.
Kind of hot.
Yeah, music's a little hot.
Yeah, there we go. That's good.
Vladimir Tarasenko won a Stanley Cup.
Seattle.
With the Florida, whatever they are.
The Florida Gators.
Signed with a new team.
LA.
In the East.
Detroit.
You're right.
Yes, of course he was.
Well,
I'll carry the next.
Once I knew it was out east.
I got the next 6, right? We are teaming up now. Dean's trying to pit us against each other. And
I'm not doing that at all.
Let's try to break us up. Can't let it happen.
Yeah, 2-year deal for Tarasenko, 4.75.
I got the next 6.
This next one I've got.
Jonathan Marchessault.
Right?
That would be the Predators of Nashville.
Remember when they couldn't get free agents?
It's a hot spot.
That was a long time ago, apparently.
It was a long time ago. Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, Jason
I think
Arnott
they've
and David
always got
Legwand
them.
are our
Yeah,
best
like
players ever.
Arnott.
Yeah. Remember they got Paul Correa,
Yes.
Peter Forsberg.
Forsberg.
Fopa?
Yeah.
He did
Bad
bad foot Fopa.
Bad
Good foot Fopa.
Mikhail Sergachev.
Utah blockbuster trade.
That's right.
Wow. That one still is crazy.
That was
JJ Moser
for Geeky, right?
and Moser.
Yeah.
Both of them?
It was Geeky for sure.
Moser was the big get, I thought.
Anyway.
Okay.
TJ Brody.
This is the one I thought of when I thought of stumping people. Because you're like, oh God. Chicago.
Chicago Blackhawks.
Okay.
When you can add Tyler Bertuzzi, somebody else, and TJ Brody, I just wonder who Bedard hands the cup to first.
Right. Tage. Tyler Toffoli.
The Sharks.
Shucks.
He's tired of moving around, I guess.
Damn it. Won't do it.
Won't do it. 4-year deal. $6 million per.
That's one way to spend $6 million on a mid-30-year-old.
It's
Term will get you. He's a $6 million player right now, but it's not going to be 4 years. You kidding me?
And the thing for Toffoli, I'm not sure what else. It's not cheap living. That's not a tax-free.
You might have a higher salary, but you're going to get
Yeah.
bit into with the taxes and the cost of living.
Not a lot of
Getting
winning.
bit by the shucks or the tax man.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Got it.
That was terrible.
Sorry, guys.
It's not
Do
great.
you have a hammer over there?
I wish. Frying pan, something. Chandler Stevenson.
Chandler got way too much money and way too much term from a team that looks like it has a very, very desperate GM that's really fast-forwarding things when they shouldn't be fast-forward. Welcome to Seattle. Shake Ron Francis's hand. You are a crackhead. Crackhead.
Whoa.
Yeah, leaves Vegas, goes to Seattle, 7-year deal.
Winner.
7.
7 times 6.25.
Whoa.
The good news, though, is he's coming off a bad year and he's now 30.
So yeah, Montour, 7 years.
Ronnie
Stevenson,
doing?
7 years.
Ronnie is in panic mode. The NBA is coming back, and there's all kinds of pressure to get good. Remember how quick Vegas was good? 2 years ago, they beat Colorado in round 1, and they just looked straight shite last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brady Shea,
He also is part of that
formerly
big
of the Carolina Hurricanes.
July 1 with Nashville.
Nashville Predator. Mhm.
3 guys. Those 2 plus Stammer, who's not on this list.
7 times 7 for Brady Shea.
CERN times
Those are
CERN.
big numbers. Everybody seems to be getting big numbers.
7 times 7, and that's tax-free in Tennessee, right?
Yes. It's a tax-free state.
Nice.
Someone's got to move a team to Arizona and play on a college rink. These tax breaks are unbelievable.
That's right. So Ilya Samsonov, you don't like that he was on this list?
I just don't like him. I don't
Okay,
know.
fair enough.
Sheesh. Is he that, like,
What's he done to you? Is he a pilot trying to strike?
Last summer he had Arb. They gave him a 1-year deal. Wall's the man. They let him walk.
and it's his fault? So you dislike the man?
No,
You just said you don't like him.
Is he a hard 2 or is he a 3 somewhere? That's my question.
Well, we can discuss afterwards
Okay.
because I know the team that is bringing him in has lost 2 goaltenders. So Vegas Golden Knights,
Viva!
because Larry Brossoit is gone, and they didn't they trade Logan Thompson?
Yeah. To Washington.
Is that what it was?
I believe so.
Man, there's a lot of changes.
David Perron.
I got that wrong.
Where was he?
Detroit.
He was in Detroit
St. Louis.
No, that's where he was before that. I must say Montreal.
because he's been back to St. Louis 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
He is in Ottawa.
Ah, it was close.
It's
Geometrically speaking.
Vive la France.
Yeah. Yves France. Yeah. $4 million each for a 2-year deal.
When's Ottawa going to be
When is
good?
that ending? This like
He just plays forever.
Yeah.
I'll
old
just
guy.
keep collecting 4.
And OEL,
Toronto.
Oliver Ekman Larson.
That was a
Maple
big
Leafs.
Leafs. We need any D-men signing.
I love Treliving. Of course, I'll come to Toronto.
Yeah.
He's getting paid by 2 teams. Canucks still giving him all
He's
kinds of
killing it.
buyout money.
OEL is great.
The Yotes / Utah Hockey Club are on the hook for like a 5th or a 6th of that buyout. And he's going to get paid by the Leafs.
Huh.
And he just won a cup.
How about it?
Paid leave.
Unbelievable. So there you go. That was, and obviously there are many others. I had, because I saw
That's very humbling.
I saw the, dude, I'm telling you, I swear, if this was switched around, I would do worse than you guys would have.
I think there's 19 names there. Is that right? I went 11 and 8.
There's 32 teams too.
Is that right?
A lot
Still?
of teams.
Glad I was.
Is that a bonus
down.
mark he gets for that?
That's unbelievable.
How am I supposed to pick out of 32?
Yeah, because I saw the Kemper to Los Angeles. I'm like, when did Kemper sign in Los Angeles? He was in the Dubois deal.
That's right.
Dubois
1 for 1
is in Washington.
No retained money.
Yeah,
because Charlie Lindstrom, goofy goalie,
right?
He
Lindgren.
Lindgren, thank you, took over, and he's the man there now. So they got Logan Thompson to back him up, if I'm correct.
Okay,
get out of Kemper's money, and they're rolling the dice on some interesting resets. What was it? Gostisbehere, you said there? No, who was the other one? Chikrin, Mangiapane, and Dubois.
And it's actually Mangiapane that sparked this whole thing, because we were talking on Tuesday. I was doing something like, Mangiapane. I'd take half a beat. Where did he go? Washington, right, for a second round pick. No retained salary. Maybe he'll be a good cap. I don't know what the Caps are doing.
Well, I mean, they got in. They had no business getting in last year, right? They had allowed like 40 more goals than they'd scored, but they got some hot goaltending. They won 1-goal games like crazy, and they just got on a heater down the stretch and outlasted Detroit and Philly, who were in the mix. They get in. They have no business. They get swept, as you'd expect. So they're like, okay, look, we're probably lucky to get in. We got to improve this roster.
Yeah.
Our number one goalie is the guy that's making low money. The backup's making all the money. Let's get him out of here. And then they're rolling the dice on some older guys. Like, it's a really, really
typically doesn't pay off.
Older's the wrong word. I shouldn't say that. Dubois is not old and Chikrin's not ancient. It's just those guys' last stops haven't gone well.
The Chikrin one is curious. Because it seemed like the fear with him was you're going to have to pay him big money, and they're not going to want to have to pay him big money because he's a good young defenseman.
But
he has
so much
good
term
or
money.
Bad, or?
I think he's good. The problem in Ottawa, they said too many lefties, I think, or something like that.
They got a lot of D there that they've put term and dough into. So
they just drafted Yakimchuk, the Hitman D-man. So there's more D coming to join Sanderson and Shabbat.
Is that an eye raiser for? I think the Ottawa fans had.
Can you have too many good D? Is that a problem?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where he went in the draft was surprising to some, but the draft nerd said lots of teams have him as a top 2 D-man in that group. So whatever.
I just thought because of Ottawa's young defenseman. I'm like,
that's fair.
But then again, they do have young forwards.
They have young everythings.
They're youthful, Dean.
Very youthful, like us.
And they got Olmark. That's a guy you could have had on this.
Linus.
Because he's been, a Vezina winner 2 years ago.
And now the Bruins don't have a goalie?
Well, they got Swayman's rights.
Yes, in theory.
They don't have a...
He seems to have him by the...
I mean, they would argue they've got him by the... Okay. Who wins the game of chicken? Well, I don't know who's the backup there.
And there again, we could have had Boston in there because they added 2 free agents in the offseason.
Zad Dog, Lindholm.
7 years for Elias Lindholm. $7 million per? Is that what it was? Even 7?
We thought that ship had sailed. And time will pass and we'll see whether
and the thing is,
that ship should have sailed or not.
But we talked about Boston being a fit for him for a couple of years.
Yeah, it headlined the deadline. The whole
Boston would seem to be a place that you look at the depth at center, they could use a guy like Elias Lindholm. And I guess, hey,
why pay a first and
you got him in the end,
4 other assets, or just give him some money?
And do you feel like if they would have, were they an Elias Lindholm away the last 2 seasons from being a cup champion? I'm not sure.
I don't know. 2 years ago, they're the best team in the league by a mile. And then, Bergeron blows out a disc in his back in game 82, trying to play in front of his friends and family in Montreal. And then they blow a 3-1 lead against Boston or against Florida in round 1. Like maybe they would have won the cup. I don't know. Yeah. But he helps them. Is he worth the money? That'll be the question.
And then that money's not as bad as what you were thinking he was going to get.
Well, yeah, he was
a 9 when we were this time a year ago.
I'll take 12.
But by the time we got to the end of the regular season, he hadn't done well with Vancouver. I thought he had a good playoffs for Vancouver, but at the end of the regular season, he's like, I don't know. Like maybe he's a 6 something now. Yeah. Who are these goalies they've got on this team, Boston?
No one.
Korpisalo.
Oh,
okay. And Michael DiPietro, who might be thrust into action if they don't want to give Jeremy Swayman any money.
Well, that's good. Don't pay your.
I think to go back to I think it's the Sway Dog.
Oh, 100%.
Right here. He was asking for like 10. I'm like, woohoo! No, this
Could've
dude's
won
only
Hellebuck
only ever been in a platoon. Great numbers, but only ever been in a platoon. They alternated games.
How do you just curiosity? Their team is typically good. Obviously, the Bruins, years and years and years.
Mm-hmm.
They find these goaltenders. They're playing well.
Good at finding.
But how do you end up in this spot?
So just to wind back a bit, they go Rask, Thomas, Ullmark in free agency from Buffalo. Swayman's coming up in the system. They traded with Vladar. And you had a UFA in Ullmark coming up. He's up in a year. So if he likes Ottawa, they really hope he'll re-sign there. And you had an RFA in Swayman. You're like, oh, well, he's a little bit younger. Maybe you have a very slight preference to Swayman. We'll trade the pending UFA, and then we'll be able to get a deal on the RFA. You're not getting a deal on the RFA.
But
Ullmark won the Vezina 2 years ago. And they're just like, whoop.
See ya.
We like this guy better. And the other guy's like, oh, that means I got all the leverage in the world.
You must have a lot of faith in me.
You like me more than last year's Vezina winner. I think I should make $10 million.
Played 40. So going back over the last 3 seasons, 21-22, played 41 games, a 9.14 and a 2.41.
On a very good team. The 2 years ago, you're saying?
That was 21-22. Then 22-23, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
37 games, 9.20 with a 2.27.
Best team we've ever seen in the regular season, that one.
Last year, 44 games and a 9.16 with a 2.53.
They're very good.
Those are very good numbers.
Guess who also had very good numbers over those 3 years? Linus Ullmark.
And yeah,
they're good goalies. Neither is a Connor Hellebuck. His career has 44 games.
Again, I'm on the Swayman side here.
I think he's a great goalie, but he can't ask for the Bobrovsky money if he's never played more than 45 games.
He is.
I mean, he is. He's not going to get it though.
Well, let's find out.
So I get it because like there's pressure points here. If they can get Korpisalo to give them league average net minding, why wouldn't they freeze out Swayman here?
Because that's a big if.
Korpisalo.
I mean, he's been good at times, not for a while.
Yes.
Boston seems to do well with this. It's a great team to play behind in net.
Perfect. They go if we're in Boston.
And I'm not saying they've
the
got more power than him.
What the scenarios are, but
I sort of see they have to meet in the middle here. You can't be paying that.
Well, what's the middle?
So what
I think the middle would be he's 7 a year. Not
what's Hellebuck?
What's Hellebuck making?
8.5.
That's Hellebuck money.
Well, he's asking for more than Hellebuck money. That's the crazy part here.
Yeah.
And Hellebuck signed with.
But are you okay if he gets Hellebuck? You just said no. So if you're the Bruins, are you putting a line in the?
I would. Wouldn't you?
I don't know what
he wants to make more than Shesterkin, Hellebuck. Like, dude, like you got 1 year. Go show you can play 55, 60 games, and we'll give you that.
Why the F would he do that?
I would never do that.
I know, but that's why we're at where we're at because the team's not going to budge, and he thinks he's got all the leverage.
I would say if you don't have it, then I'll go somewhere. Someone will give it to me.
Not until you play a year with us, sir.
Trade me.
Cool.
Put Corpy in net.
Yeah.
Let's see how that goes.
And that's where the rubber hits the road because if Korpisalo again can give them league average stuff,
there's more to it though than that.
Of course, there is. Let me play the scenario out though.
Don't you point at me?
Well, you interrupted me.
He gave you one of these.
Whoa now. Whoa. If they can survive with Korpisalo, literally what leverage does he have at that point? You ask for trade, like, cool, get your agent. We want 2 firsts. Oh, we can't get that. Okay, so then we'll offer you $2 million 1 year. Like at that point, the Bruins have all the leverage. The flip side is true. If Korpisalo comes in and soils himself, then you've got, we got to pay him his number. Like that's where this goes if they don't sort it out soon. But you don't like a guy missing camp, and he's got a week till that probably.
Yeah.
First preseason games for the real players, not the prospects, is 21st.
There's a lot of guys coming out of entry level and getting paid.
Not at that position.
And I feel like I would give it a roll of the dice.
What is your concern then? You just that he hasn't played 55.
We've seen guys in good systems look good in platoons that aren't. Like Korpisalo is one of them.
He's not changing platoons well, I guess platoons he is, but the game system's going to remain the same. So
if you're getting a guy,
it's just an increased workload. Or if you're Boston, you're concerned about that?
I would say I'm concerned, but you're not going to pay a guy for the unknown. I would, if I'm Boston, I'm saying I'm going to pay you as the best platoon guy in the league. But if you want number one, start 2/3 of the game.
You just
you have to prove you can do
that I am your number one by moving my platoon partner.
Or they just say that's asset management. I don't know. I mean, because you move the other goalie doesn't mean this guy gets to get paid. Like
I think the whole point I'm making is that they've misjudged as a management team. They've misread.
Yeah,
what's coming at him.
Jeremy's a nice guy.
He wants to be here.
Want to be here. We're a good team.
Good team. We're going to make him the number one. We're going to give him 6.
It's like, I think I'm maybe one of the top
5,
7 or 8 goalies in the league.
Where was he in Vezina voting this year? It was a good year for him.
Again, he's playing with a platoon. I don't know where he would be.
Yeah. Tidy numbers, but I don't know. I think he's asking for too much, and I think the Bruins are lowballing him a bit. That's the truth here, right? Yeah. And that's usually how most negotiations are. The team wants a deal. The player wants a little more than what's reasonable. That's where we're at.
Boy, 4th round pick. Pretty good.
What is that about drafting goalies later?
Yeah.
Are they in a squeeze too?
Cap-wise? Probably. I mean, all teams in contention are.
Well, given $7 million to Elias, what'd they pay Zadorov?
Zaddog was, what, 5-ish?
Anyway, there you go.
I'm going to pull up the Vezina voting.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's see. Whatever.
Because, and look, we don't have to keep going, but Hellebuck, Demko, Bobrovsky, Shesterkin, Saros, Ullmark, and then Swayman.
So they're
a platoon, you say?
I never like when you go to the voting.
I mean, the GMs vote on that one. They're the guys that pay players.
It's like, what do we, these guys know what they're talking about, or
they're the GMs
again.
But
do they know what the F they're talking?
I don't know that they do with goalies. I agree.
Some
goalies they don't.
Some GM in the East is asked about San Jose's goaltending. I don't even know who they got. I haven't seen them play in years. Like I just
signed a guy to way too much.
Yeah. I just don't know who we.
He got 3 votes, 1.8%, the same as his platoon mate.
So what are all those guys making?
Hellebuck,
Dean,
8.
This is what I'm good at. I'm no longer an idea guy. I'm a problem solver.
Are you?
So we're just going to take the average of these top 5.
Okay. Yeah.
And here you go.
What's Demko making? That's a good question.
Can we do the math, Dean?
I'm not good at math.
But Bob's making 10. Igor's going to get probably 12, but he's still on a lower money deal now. He's a free agent in the summer. Saros just got locked in at what, 7 or 8?
8-ish.
Ullmark's got 1 year left. He's going to get paid. There really isn't a market for goalies. That's why this is hard. Bob is seen as a huge mistake and an overpay. They do win a cup.
10's high.
But Shesterkin's going to probably try to come in at 12 now. I think he's best goalie in the league.
Yeah.
We should call Noodles.
He's going to be double dig.
Vassie's making what? 10 on the button or 8?
I'm going to do some homework.
9.85.
All right. So you going to text Noodles?
No, he's going to call his lawyer. He's got some legal issues.
Oh, McLeod-Echelon.com.
That's right.
On the phone. We'll move here slightly. Kind of a new little segment we have here for a little bit. It's courtesy of our friends who are back, Alberta Blue Cross. Hello, Alberta Blue Cross. Welcome back to the program. If you are planning a trip, make sure you remember to pack travel insurance from Alberta Blue Cross. When you've got Canada's most trusted travel insurance in your back pocket, you can focus on making the right kind of memories while you're away. Visit ab.bluecross.ca/travel for more information. It's the Alberta Blue Cross Meaningful Moment of the Week, and they did the car wash. Did you see they did the media car wash? They get a bunch of players. They go to Toronto, I'm guessing is where they go, and then a whole bunch of media come in.
Too, I think they're doing it now.
And then they can ask a whole bunch of questions. So, what kind of do you like? Smoked meat on your poutine, or with all hard hitting questions?
Should pineapple be on a pizza?
That's right. And then they do some on ice stuff and beyond that. But that was one of the things where we got to see and take a look at some of the new gear for the Utah Hockey Club.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, I think it was within the last 10 days. So there it is. That's the
lame.
That is.
Oh boy, right.
That's the new look for the Utah. That'll be their homes.
That's a good placeholder. That's not what they're going to end up with. I don't mind that.
And there were a lot of
full of positivity.
There were some people who did say, it kind of does leave me
who does
wanting
it look like? That's like Maine.
Yeah.
Well,
Black
and that's the other thing.
Bears,
Some people said there are some
looks like Maine
comparables here. If you take a look, maybe doesn't that look a lot like some jerseys we've maybe seen recently? It's got a little teal. They got a little more teal on the.
It's kind of Jetsy colors too, isn't it? Let's go back to the.
You know, it's kind of
You're
black
trading
with
dark blue for black. That's what I'm not really down with.
Yeah. And then the one that has hit home a little bit more is the road whites.
That's the main black bears right there. Exactly.
And people in Winnipeg are saying, you know what that is? That's our Winnipeg Ice Western Hockey League,
which used to be the Kootenai Ice. Yes, of course. That's very much that.
Is what we're looking at there.
The challenge is that I don't know that there are color schemes that aren't being used, that are just sitting out there. There's so many hockey teams everywhere. Someone's like, oh, the KHL is a team like that. Yes, I'm sure they were scouting the KHL unis and they just said, we have to rip this one off.
I think, I don't know.
That's fine.
At this point, there's going to be some sporting team. If you're new, I would want to be new for my league.
Seattle did that. Vegas
no one else
did that
in my league. Yeah. No one else in this league is wearing them.
I think that checks that box.
Yeah, I think so. And again, I don't know. I don't like the Utah Hockey Club thing, and that is one of the names that was trotted out there.
HC.
And
it's very Europe.
I fear, and fear is probably not the right word because I really don't give a shit, but I fear that you'll just get used to it over the next 12 months and then they'll just keep it.
I think they want it to be that, and it's unique to the NHL, which is your prior point on uniforms. No one else has the HC. In the hockey world, that's very common, just not North America.
Yeah.
You go to Europe, there's all kinds of HCs and ECs and whatever, the ice and hockey.
Do we want to be Europe?
I was gonna say,
it's not really what we want. It's what the billionaire in Utah wants.
Yeah, these damn billionaires.
Old Ryan Smith out in Utah.
He's the guy with the mullet or a different one?
Different guy.
Okay.
Yeah. I still like the Yeti. The Utah Yeti kind of rolls off your tongue. You can have some fun with logos.
You should follow them.
Merch and
you got Smith's number?
Products.
Just let him know you like that one.
Iggy will get it for you.
Yeah. So that was the meaningful moment of the week. People complaining about jerseys. You can't win.
No.
Is the other thing. You cannot win.
I think there's probably a few rare exceptions. I think Vegas was well received and Seattle was as well. But even then, there's always people whinging.
Yeah. I think Seattle was, but there were some people, if they call him the crack and it's so just sounded okay. I think the logo was great.
Vegas hit some new notes too with the gold.
Yeah.
And really leaning into the nightlife and the showbiz.
How's that?
Showbiz.
Right. That's what they do.
That's the thing.
Yeah. If you've never been to a Vegas Golden Knights home game, this is kind of what it's like.
They get the big head things with the feathers and woo, dancing around. High
the
kicks.
Flames going to do a little more in.
I'm sure they are. They're ramping it up. They lost one of their in-house hosts.
Oh, did they?
The Canucks stinking free agent sign.
Really?
Yeah.
A host or a game?
And social media and chatty chattersons and
really?
I think Olivia.
Oh,
she go Canucks trader. Although I think she might be
good
from there. I'm not sure.
Good for her.
I think so.
You know what? Now that you mentioned, I saw that there was a job on the old.
You applied?
I was thinking about it.
Jack, did you apply?
No.
Do you want me to check in all of us for this stupid flight or just me?
I think the other guy has bags and bags of gear.
I'll just do it myself.
Just do yourself. Are you
Who's going?
Not you, Rhett.
Are you going?
Because
no, I don't get invited to these.
He did get invited, but it's NFL season. He's going to be in his Steelers onesie, out of his Steelers pajamas, on his Steelers pillow with his lucky Steelers hat, holding his Steelers.
Well, has Rhett
doll?
Did Rhett get a chance to see the jackometer?
No. So you know the Jack Cam. We've had a tough time getting up and running.
Yeah.
We talked about a Jack chart, but we thought, you know what? Jackometer is probably the way to go.
And what is it? What's the measuring?
It's just the enthusiasm of Jack surrounding his beloved Steelers.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
He likes hockey, but God, is he a Steelers guy? That's his true love. And so,
I'll show you next week, Red. I can't find it.
Sorry, Jack. I did kind of spring
he's
that on
at
you.
a 6 out of 10.
What happened to it? I thought we'd keep something.
It was in my folder, and then I took it out because I like to stay organized. RJ has it somewhere.
You can have that by the end of the show. That's fine.
So anyway, he's gone up slightly. From
5 to 6.
From a 5 to a 6.
And the big thing was because Wilson, he really didn't want to ride. Let's ride. He didn't like riding with Russell, with the eye black as the emergency quarterback.
Yes.
But he does sort of like the upside of Justin Fields, who can do some things.
He's athletic.
And he's young. He's not an ancient like Russell Wilson is.
Right. Who is still not playing this week.
He's not
No,
well.
doesn't
Poor
look
Russ.
like he will.
But he's still going to suit up. Yeah.
Yes, he will.
That is the most stretching on a flight to London thing you could do. Right?
Yeah,
Like it's just so on brand.
In the game.
He's
even.
consistent. That's all you want from a brand is consistency. He's consistently annoying. He's the Pinder of the NFL.
He pisses people off.
Yes.
He's the Pinder of the NFL, says Ryan Pinder. That's pretty good.
Quote Ryan Pinder.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Quote Ryan Pinder. Speaking of which, we can let's do. What do you want to do, Jack? You want to do Pinder Report?
Let's ride.
All right.
Oof. Noodles is not in agreement with you.
Regarding,
The sway dog.
well, what's the ask?
Give us
That's
the,
key here, because I'd heard 10, and that's preposterous.
Well, he's thinking that if it's 8 years, he might get around 8 or 9.
So what, for you, it's just games played. That's your only hang
Oh,
up.
I think he's a great goalie. I think you'd love to lock him up, but I don't know that, as a UFA, I think he gets that for sure. He's just not. So the only way he gets that is if the team wants him to get that. In a year, he'll get that. Yes, I will give you that. If he was a UFA, July 1, someone will go 8
So
times
if you're Boston, what is the end goal? To have to short him as much as you can this year and then possibly have him leave, or to lock up was he 24?
He's a young man.
To lock up this guy
It's to lock him up for sure. It's just that, hey, you have 1 year left where you're not a U. Like, we're not going to pay you money on this contract. That's the stalemate, I'm guessing. So maybe it should come in at 8.5, 7 3/4, 8. Goalie's weird, man. Goalie is weird.
Yeah, because when you like a goalie, you go all in.
You
and
do.
When you kind of question a goalie, they're the
Yeah.
shits, and goalies suck.
We've all done some weird things with goalies. I was caught pumping Johnson.
You were
5
pumping
years.
Johnson. Yeah, you really were. Yeah. Let's do the Pinder Report. It's a presentation of Village Honda, located, of course, in the Northwest Auto Mall and online at villagehonda.com. If you sell Village Honda your vehicle, they're looking for good used quality vehicles for their lot. Sell them your car. Payment will be yours in 24 hours. You'll also get a trip for 2 to Vegas.
Which is kind of dangerous, because if you're going to Vegas and you got that check, you're like, oh, baby,
yeah.
we are off to the race.
Let's go. I would say do it anyway and then just buy the car back on Monday or Tuesday whenever you get back. I mean,
If you
What's your winnings?
Put
with
it on-
all the winnings.
put it on black and then set aside your initial investment.
Yep.
Keep playing with the
It's-
profit.
Whichever way you want to look at it. I went to Vegas and then I got a free car when I came home, or I got the free, whatever.
Yeah.
It only makes sense. They're your dealership for life. They're Village Honda, and Village Honda presents the Pinder Report.
Fellas, we are, a day away from game day for the Calgary Flames prospects. They'll be boarding a flight to the
Testing? What's
Okanagan.
the testing?
Probably just finished testing. There's your roster, fellas.
Love testing.
A lot of very high-end prospects here. Why don't we start on the blue line? I looked at it. I believe all of these defensemen have been added since the Nashville draft. So Grushnikov, that's from the Tanev trade. Brustevich, that's from a Lindholm trade. Jameson, drafted this summer in Vegas. Muse, drafted this summer in Vegas. Yermo, Lindholm trade. Moran, second rounder from Nashville. Hertig, last round in Nashville. Big Swede, who's going to play for the Hitmen this year. And number 1 prospect in the entire system, Zane Perrick. That's going to be an interesting blue line. Set some eyes on these kids.
Connie loves defenseman.
You said he loves D the other day.
He does.
I noted it. A
Yeah.
lot of D have been brought in lately. The forward group, it'll be a big year for, let's keep it going, Honzek, who missed a lot of time to injury last year. There's some
Better
thought
show something.
he could play down the middle, and then he got injured in the camp, and then he got injured again in season, and he stayed on the wing, and they didn't have a great year. It's time, son. And could be a Wrangler all year age. So it's time. And look, it's not his fault he got injured, but if you're not, it's time to put up some numbers. Hank Horton, Sam Martin brought in from Mankato. He was very good for the Wranglers after arriving last spring. Basha, the second rounder from Calgary. Matt V, we call him Gryden. I'm not quite sure on the pronunciation there.
They were going with Gradine on draft
sure,
night,
that's
but,
great.
Led
the USHL in scoring, and he's going to go to the Q, which I think might be worse than the USHL. We'll see at this point. But a guy that a lot of stock placed in, a second first round of the Flames used on him. And then Battaglia, also from this draft class, William Stromgren had an excellent second half of the season last year with the Wranglers, including some highlight reel goals. Lipinski's a center, a big, strong Ox. He also playing Vancouver Giants. We'll see where he ends up this year, AHL or Western League. And and then Cillier was a college signing from last spring as well. Misa drafted this summer. In net, a little more of the who dat, as we have Waltteri Ignatiu from the Swedish second division.
Good spot.
Or the Finnish second division. He played in both in the last 2 years. He's coming over.
Scandinavia.
Sure. And then Radomski and Murphy, guys that did play behind Dansk and Wolf the last few years.
Connor used to be a D-man.
That's why Connie loves him.
Of course.
Yeah, it fits.
Bring him
So
in.
I would suggest a lot of eyes on the defense group more than other spots, a lot of question marks in net. And there'll be a lot of fingers crossed and palms pressed over Sam Honzik, the first rounder.
All those donkey defensemen will just be puck hogging because they're all puck moving defensemen. No, it's mine.
I just got to play my game.
No, if he gets it, he's not going to give it back.
I can't play my game if you're playing your game. I just got to go out there and play my game.
You're going to have to split up the Morans and the Perricks for sure.
Rostevich.
Those three different. But you do have some stay at home, get it off, get it to someone else, guys. Like Grushnikov is that absolutely.
Be like, here, please
Jameson,
take the puck. Here, take this.
A little bit of everything.
Take this thing. I don't want it.
Elsewhere, the schedule, as you noted, it is a Friday, Saturday, Monday. So do we break out the Hawaiian shirts tomorrow?
I don't know what to say. It's Penticton.
These are local time for Calgary, not the Okanagan. Be an hour earlier. There's a 4 Penticton time.
Sure.
That leaves a lot of time for post-game, Dean.
Right.
Oilers Flames, nothing like a Battle of Alberta in the Okanagan.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 7:30 Penticton start, 8:30 in our fair province. And they'll close it out with the Canucks, a matinee affair, 2:30 in Penticton on getaway day Monday.
So which of the games will you guys be at?
That is a question for, I think individually we each could answer. I know RJ will be at all of them. Knowing RJ, we've got him accreditation. He's very excited. He will be cameraing with lenses. And Dean?
I don't really want to have a whole lot to do with it. I think that RJ can just be RJ. It's kind of, you know what it is?
Get some B-roll.
Play your game. Let RJ, he's got to play his game
Yeah.
to be successful. You just got to go out there. Don't try and be something you're not. Do what got you there and just let RJ be RJ.
I'm going to go to all the games. Why not? And there's also Saturday Night V's game or Sunday, maybe they squeeze them in. Yeah. So
is that regular season?
I believe it is, or it's the last preseason game. It's really close. Let's pull it up and see. Also, that Okotoks is in that BC league this year, so you can be able to see these teams close to home in Calgary. If you're
How about it?
How about it? So that is the Penticton update. And again, Crystal Waters and Pro Skate, our pals, helping us get safely out to the Okanagan and back.
Very nice.
It's not easy to set up on the Barking Parrot patio, but
well, I'm
with these great companies behind us, we can get.
It's
the
new
job
to me,
done.
so I'll take your word for it.
Right. Let's move to
and
other
you're
NHL.
not going, is what I understand.
I didn't know anything about it.
Right. Feel like you did.
Okay, let's move before I throw something blunt at Rhett's face. Max Pacioretty and the Leafs are going to get a deal. They're just going to go PTO until they can sort out the cap stuff. There's a thought that recently signed RFA Nick Robertson, brother of Jason, is going to be moved, and that they got to do some wiggling to make room for the 35-year-old who turns 36 in November.
They got to wiggle it just a little bit.
Wiggle it.
Jack, hit it. Wiggle it just a little bit.
Anytime now, Jack.
Great job, Jack.
And hit the hook.
Anyway,
6'2", 215, and one of the elite finishers, offensive players, power play personnel in his career. What does he look like after 2 Achilles and only playing 52 games over the last 2 seasons? Great question. I imagine this is very low money, low risk for the Leafs. And if he looks anything like 34, 3-year-old Max Pacioretty, they'll be happy, but that's a big if after 2 Achilles.
I mean, I have no reason to. I got nothing at Pacioretty. Sure. I hope it works for him.
Yeah.
I hope it works for Treliving. You know, he's going after it. I don't really, for the Leafs one way or the other. I'll just say skeptical.
You're a skeptic.
I'm a skeptic.
That's so unlike you.
How many? It's just there's so many injuries.
Yeah, it's the same Achilles twice is tough. He's in Carolina, signs the deal, gets hurt, loses the whole year, is not healthy till midway through the year in Washington, happens again.
Yeah.
Washington.
You got to watch those things.
You do.
It always happens.
You go back, remember,
I think Soroka, our boy, had the same thing.
Yes.
Recovered a year later, happened again.
and then you go back, you think about Pacioretty when he was in Montreal. And
Captain,
then
40 goals.
Vegas says we need a Max Pacioretty in our life, so they give up Ryan Suzuki, who's now their captain, or Nick Suzuki, who's now their captain. And Pacioretty was not on that cup-winning team for Vegas.
Yeah, they're good though. That's a trade that made sense.
Think they'd like Suzuki right now?
Now they would, but when they went to the cup final and lost to Washington, I think they like Max Pacioretty.
Lost to who?
Washington.
That's right.
Thank you.
It's the Pinder Report. We should stop.
This is fine. I can't. You know what they say about rubbernecking, like with the car accidents. Even the traffic in the other direction will slow down because people can't peel their eyes off a car accident, a train wreck, a disaster.
Tyreek Hill face down on the pavement.
You're slowing down for that.
You're slowing down. You got to look at it.
The baseball equivalent of a train wreck is the Chicago White Sox. So who do we go to for the latest and greatest on the Chicago White Sox? Bangers only.
It's Jay Cuda.
It's our boy Jay Cuda. Are you currently the worst baseball team ever? Circled in the yes circle is the White Sox, and in the no circle, all other 29 major league
there's a lot of
teams.
others in there. For sure.
So I guess Jay's noting that the Sox are the worst baseball team ever.
Think about how long they have been looking forward to the last day of the season.
Our boy Soroka, we got to check.
We got 20 games left. We got 18. Okay, 14 games. Because what would they have left now? About 2 weeks?
End of the month. End of the month. So you've got 2.5 weeks probably.
Goodness.
Again, a Venn diagram. Some teams are good at hitting. Some have good pitching. Some have good fielding. Some have two of the three. Some have all three. And then there's the White Sox, which don't fall into any of the circles of the Venn diagram. I like a good Venn diagram.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the hell a Venn diagram is.
Do you have a monitor in front of you?
School? I do.
Yeah.
It's not on there though.
So let's say
if there was a diagram, I'd see it.
Okay. Next up, we got the Blue Jays. If you could ever describe the season in terms of expectations and then what happened last night was a perfect encapsulation of that. Is Bowden Francis carried a no-no into the 9th inning for the second time in a month.
Ooh.
This time he was going to get it done, right? Because he's been through it. He knows how, okay, I've been here before. Don't get freaked out. Stick to my game plan. Final score, the Mets 6, the Blue Jays 2. Those last three outs are good.
So did he end up getting it?
Final score 6 for the Mets, for the Blue Jays 2. And the headline does tell it all. Lindor's leadoff home run in the 9th ends Francis's no-hit bid, and Mets rally for 6-2 win over Blue Jays.
Damn it.
So they didn't get it.
What the hell's happened to Bowden Francis, by the way? Because this is like his last 7 starts. 1 hitter, 1 hitter, 1 hitter, 1 hitter, 3 hitter, 3 hitter, 6 hits, 3 run runs. Like, what are we watching here?
I wish I'd been paying more attention.
You haven't been watching Bowden Francis closely over the last month?
I've been busy.
It's legitimately like the best month and a half we've seen from like a list of Hall of Famers, and Bowden bleeping Francis, who didn't have a job in the majors 3 months ago.
Bound to be there eventually.
I don't know what's happening here.
Bowden to be there?
Betting on Bowden?
For sure.
If you don't like Bowden, you don't like good people.
That's right.
I didn't see him at the golf. I thought maybe
he was calling slow pitch in Texas when I checked in 2 weeks ago, and I'm not even lying.
Yeah, this is ball season.
It is ball season.
Yeah, it's ball season.
He loves ball season. The other storyline we've been following, the White Sox sucking, the Blue Jays being torturous, is Aaron Judge has been cursed by Paw Patrol. The curse continues. Aaron Judge has not homered in the last 13 games since competing in the home run derby on Paw Patrol. His longest homerless streak since 2019. That's a half decade ago. It's the Paw Patrol curse. First it was Madden cover, now this. Frickin' Mayor Humdinger. Okay, move on.
You know Paw Patrol, Dean?
I don't. He had this on Tuesday, and I had
the streak continued.
A blank stare.
Hasn't home run since then.
Paw Patrol was over the last decade. Big hit.
Yeah, big deal.
Boys, fear not. We have football again.
All right.
It is week 2, the opener tonight, Thursday night football. Rats Bills
stress
against Willsie's Dolphins.
A lot of stress. Rhett, name those 3 Bills
It doesn't come up on my screen. I can't.
How come you don't
Look
have
to
it on
your right, Rhett. I got it for you.
Josh.
Yep.
Oof, my eyes are going.
Yeah, that's what it is.
What's the eye clinic? We gotta go.
We got
And
eye clinic
Coleman.
Yes.
Is that Keon? He's in there.
I believe that's him on the bottom left.
And the running back.
Oh, Cookie.
All right, there you go.
I was looking for Cook's hair. I couldn't see there, so I wasn't sure. He's got the big dreads hanging out the back.
I have no idea. I know Josh.
And then on the other side,
But that was kind of the point. Is that the team has had some major change.
Lots of turnover, Dean.
Tua, Tyreek, and then who else do we have? Is that Achan? I don't know who that is. That's not Waddle. Either way, big game tonight.
Well, it's Waddle on the left.
It is Waddle. Okay,
where
so
we
it's
going?
Waddle, Tyreek, and Tua.
Let's go watch tonight.
Red is really keen.
I got nothing tonight. Nothing.
Dean's looking at the weather. He's like, I already left my house once today. I'm not doing that twice.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Call you, text you.
Yeah, that's what you do.
I'll fax you.
He's always texting us. So I always have to keep. Would you stop communicating with us, Dean?
Please stop.
God damn it. My phone's going to run out of battery. It
Well, I
keeps
pay by
buzzing
the
all
text. I can't just adds up
true.
through the roof.
Now, it's interesting. This is the time of year where we get some. Well, let's look at the lines of this game tonight, too, by the way, because we got. If you're going to watch the game, you may as well go to Bet365. Miami favored by 2.5. It is in the Sunshine State. All right. The over-unders moved down. It was at 49. I mean, very small move. And, okay. There's no lines on the Dolphins running backs yet because we have massive confusion. Mostert's been ruled out. Achan, a game-time decision. Jeff Wilson Jr. got 5 carries for 26 yards last week. And then you also have the 4th-round selection, Jalen Wright.
Right.
So it's a very difficult backfield to sort out.
It's tough.
I actually think Mostert's at the front because he's dead now.
Mostert's at the front because he is out.
Achan will be in second. I think Wilson is in the 3rd seat, and Jalen Wright's in the rafters.
He's in the he's in the second deck there. Yeah. I saw now the Bills because I had them in my survivor pool. They had me sweating for a little bit. Now they did come around and end up winning that football game. Josh Allen had 5 completions in the first half last weekend.
He was not. It was
not a very good start.
Not a great start for the Bills.
Kincaid should be their best target, but the rookie got the most targets.
Kincaid, what they need to get him involved.
Mm-hmm.
Donkeys.
Is Dawson Knox still there?
Yeah.
He's more of a blocker.
Is he?
Yeah.
So there's storylines. We're trying to figure out this receiving core for Buffalo. We're trying to figure out this backfield for Miami. Both teams did have a bit of a scare week 1. You talked about the Bills being down a couple touchdowns to Arizona. The flip side was Miami really needed some help to get past Jacksonville. They were in a hole late and then hit a late kick to win. Both teams 1-0. AFC East, Jets are 0-1. Patriots shockingly had a win, but I don't think anyone thinks they're going to be good, even though they beat Cincinnati. So this kind of feels like a monster game.
It's a marquee matchup
to go out.
Yeah, there's no question about it.
I just put Coleman in. I have to go watch this. I got to get.
Keon had a good week.
Neon Keon.
Come on.
That's what else I got. Shakir, Curtis Samuel.
Curtis Samuel's a bit hard. I don't know why people think he's going to be.
Samuel's.
He spread the ball around last game.
They did spread around.
Spread around.
And if you're looking for more Thursday night content, it is another week of Saving Thursday coming up 2 p.m. Mountain today. Join us live, myself and Tyson Cole out of Vancouver. We destroyed the props last week. Went 4 for 5 on our props.
75%.
That's again on the Canada Sports Betting YouTube channel. A little promo for the other show that we're going to do from the studio. Live. Come hang with us if you're excited about Thursday Night Football. Rhett. They always do this sort of thing where it's like, hey, imagine if you could be the best NHL player ever. You'd have the vision of Kucherov, the legs of McDavid, the power of McKinnon, and
the belly of Ovechkin,
the heart of Crosby, the belly of. They did that with quarterbacks in the NFL, but they thought, what if we did the worst one? So what if you had the decision-making of Daniel Jones, the accuracy of Daniel Jones, the arm strength of Daniel Jones, but add in the play execution of Daniel Jones, the drip of Daniel Jones, the pocket presence of Daniel Jones, and then, of course, the mobility of our boy Daniel.
God, remember that play last year where he bust loose and it was
like week 2.
He's gone for the end zone. There's no one around him. And
he's running so hard.
Trips over himself and falls down, inside the 10, inside the 5.
He's excited.
Very excited. Yeah, they're no good
No, it's so toxic there. And if you have another couple weeks like you did week 1, it's like, I looked at it. It is the DeVito guy is still there. And I think Drew Lock is there as well. And it's like, you may as well just play for first pick overall.
They came out.
You need to draft a quarterback if this guy's going to be shite.
Like, it was a news item this week when after week 1,
yes,
it was confirmed that Daniel Jones will start week 2.
The guy who was
not injured,
freshly signed to a 160 over 4 deal. Jeez. Yes, he will start in week 2.
Oh, what did he get hurt in week 1?
No, he just threw another pick 6.
We need people to stop asking where he is starting in week 2.
Is that a dumb media question, Red, or is that a good one?
Oof.
Is the $160 million quarterback?
I think the other question is better. 160, eh?
Yeah.
Guaranteed?
No, but some of it.
There's enough
of it. They kind of in the Russell Wilson spot that Denver was last year, where it's like, if you can get through this year and then cut him, they'll be paying, but you'll get a high pick. You'll find your new quarterback.
And wasn't that one of the stupid thing we talk about in sports sometimes, where you feel like you're trapped? Well, we have to pay him. What else are we going to do? We have to pay. No, you don't.
No, you didn't.
Have some balls and
you
don't
also didn't have to go off the board to draft him. So.
This is where the Steelers are smart. And I don't want Jack to get cocky. He's already at a 6 on the Jackometer.
I know, yeah.
But they didn't do something stupid like that. They brought in Fields for like nothing. And they're like, we'll let ancient Russell Wilson like break down at some point. Like, we'll just buy time. We're not going to like feel like we have to pay a duster.
Well, like with Fields, there would be some. He's a first round guy. We've got a lot invested into him. We don't think he's very good, but we got to pay him that.
Don't have to.
To be fair, we did waste a first round pick on a complete duster.
Claypool?
Can he pick it?
Pick it, yeah. That's quarterback.
I thought he was good.
No. Jack thought he was
a year ago.
He was good in the preseason.
A year and 1 week ago, he was talking about best passer rating in the whole league, efficiency. Like, this is the best quarterback in the league, guys. I don't know why aren't you paying attention to this? Because it's the preseason, Jack. And then he went out and did what, Jack? Just remind us.
I think they had 1 yard their first game at half.
I would love to know
in
hindsight what the Jackometer was a year ago.
It was so high coming out of the preseason. So high.
Pick it to Pickens. Get ready.
A quick halftime report would have changed, right?
Yeah.
Like it would have.
Those damn adjustments.
No,
really.
And remember, at the end of week 1, it's like this Matt Canada, he's got to go. This coordinator.
I was in Pittsburgh. I was trying to track him down.
That's right, yeah.
Who else did you hate last year? Was it Najee for a while?
Boy, Canada got it right.
Yeah, Canada.
He had to go get lost on a fishing trip. That was
and
bad.
Mitch. Canada and Mitch.
And then Trubisky, and then Pickett. It was tough. Tough stuff.
Mitch's fault.
Let's go to 3 down football. The Stampeders. Ooh, that's a tough back-to-back with the Elks. Elks. They're going to try to get back on track. They got the Owls in town. This is Saturday, 5 p.m. Indigenous celebration game, a night of tradition, unity, and celebration. What else can we tell you? The helmets haul ass. Let's check it out. For Indigenous night, not unlike the Flames, what they've done with the Blasty. Very cool with the horse on the helmet. I like that a lot.
Did they have that last year? I think they did.
They may have.
I believe.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good work on the helmets, guys. Love the helmets. You didn't like those Labor Day black helmets of years ago. You outed yourself, last week on that?
It was like half matte black and half shiny, and it was fading. And
the Christmas ornament red.
And the horse was silver, like mirrored, and you could kind of not see it sometimes. I'm cool with trying stuff. That one didn't work.
Cavalry FC, they've got action this weekend. It is their Pride Match Sunday as they welcome Atletico Ottawa to Atco Field.
Back-to-back sporting events.
I know. That's a hell of a weekend. That's exactly what it is, Rhett. This one's a big one. 3 p.m. start on Sunday. You can hit them both, the football. And for Pride, they're bringing the multicolored smoke. The foot soldiers are in on this. How awesome does that look? Woo! Go get them, fellas.
It's nice. I wouldn't want to be breathing it.
No. What you want is Section 109 because then you can be close enough without, needing a gas mask. But they're crazy. They love it. You get to pick your level of crazy there. That's good. And then, it's Ottawa.
It's going to be like today.
No, it's not. It's going to be better.
Tickets?
Ticket.
That'd be better.
CavsFC.com.ca. Check it out. They'll get the tickets there.
That's not very confident how he threw that.
Quiet. Let's go to Norway.
Ignorant.
Who's your cold plunge guy? Wim?
Yeah, Wim Hof.
Wim Hof. So Wim's figured out.
Man.
Hang on, pause now. Cold plunge is good for you.
Oh, this is the Viking guy.
But what about cliff jumping and cold plunging at the same time.
Does he have swords with him? Because the one guy has swords when he jumps.
Let's go to Norway. This looks like a fjord. Dean, is this a fjord?
It looks like a.
Throws his sword at the fjord? No, that's something else. Just to see how the flight path looks. And then that's off axis, boys. Oh! Into like, there's ice there. That's like 2 degree water.
That's glacial.
So suck on that, Wim Hof. Hey?
Your wiener just right up into your chest
That's
cavity.
the
More ways than one.
oof. He's leaning left there. That is not lining up for a good
Why are you
landing.
diving in that way?
I think he's
Was
lost
a mistake?
lost his balance a bit.
Yeah.
You like pulled pork?
Love it.
This is how it's made. You know, they do those shows about how
Yeah.
so this
Sometimes you don't want to see how it's made.
it's all right. Yeah. This feels like pulled pork kind of day, doesn't
See,
it?
we're gonna get flagged. Does that get us flagged?
Oh.
I did some research. It has to be 30 seconds.
Okay.
Yes.
So we got
We need a ticker.
6 seconds of ludicrous. We're okay.
Is it add up or is it each one?
I didn't do that much research.
Okay,
Oh,
keep
for-
researching.
I didn't do. I did some
That-
research. 30 seconds. Are you sure? I didn't do that.
It's
much.
Miami and Buffalo tonight. I've done some research. Where are they playing? I didn't do that.
I
last
didn't really
research.
take
I
a
know they're
look,
playing.
CavalryFC.ca. I
Yeah,
did really. Yes.
CavsFC.ca.
All right.
Our boy who stole the show for our Christmas show.
Jay Rosehill.
Was it even close?
No.
If there was 3 stars, who were the first 3 stars? Jay Rosehill.
Rosehill, the container of mayonnaise in Rhett's office,
And Rosehill was the 3rd star as well.
and then Rosehill again. Yeah.
Yes. He put this on the internet yesterday. I don't know if this is the Rosehill estate, but this looks awfully. Look at his bike. You kidding me? What are we doing here? Wow. That's his kid. And if you look closely, there's some string in his mouth. Oh, boy. Zing. Oh! And there goes the tooth.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Pretty good. Attaboy, kid. That's how you pull teeth out in Olds, Alberta.
That's how they're doing it in Knoll.
And you can hear Jay. He says, not my idea.
That's not outdoor dental.
No. Different approach.
Different approach.
Yeah, that's a violation. I think that's a citation for Jay.
How much is Rosie making doing the Leafs?
I don't know.
What take?
He's doing some other things too.
Jeez.
Must have been saving those Philadelphia Flyers paychecks, eh? Oh boy, Rosie.
Good looking kid.
Couple.
Very
I think
good.
he's got a U13 and a U9er.
Yeah, that's how we know kids these days. Yeah.
This time of year for sure. Yeah, the spring I wouldn't know how to tell you anything, but now that we're in the throes of evals, should have seen the parents fogging up the glass last night. You're not allowed in the rink, but the pub with the glass,
Oh, really?
you
not
could have
allowed
charged
in the rink
$100
even.
seat reservation fee.
It has been a very a relearning of this experience.
Yeah.
Like I've gone, it's
A
back
refresh?
it's a back to school moment.
You're born again. That's
yeah,
what it is.
yeah, and you quickly realize how idiotic it all.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I'm
forgot
sure they're
about
trying
the
to do their best.
stress.
I kind of think they're trying to do their best. I'm not sure they're trying to do their best, but we'll carry on.
And every dad is giving the kid the pep talk, like in the dressing room. Now, son, you just work hard, and I believe in you. And you know what?
Have fun, but if you have to,
if you get the first spot by the gate when it opens, you got to fly at it like you're shot out of a cannon. And if you get that, then the evaluators are watching. Then you got the puck. That's another 10 seconds. You got the puck for 30 seconds. They have to notice you.
I'm gonna blow.
The kid's like, "What's up with Dad? Why is he all wound
I'm
up?"
blowing everyone out of the water this year. I'm going in with a couple hundo, and I'm saying, "Kid, this is yours. This is all yours, buddy. You just go get it.
Yeah.
So
you get over the blue line, there's no passing.
Don't be passing that
Don't be
puck.
passing
These
that
5
thing.
brown ones are yours."
you know my lunatic one, right?
That's not
Just
nice,
well,
Ryan.
well,
Jeez,
I don't
it's
know
your
what's the right
son.
word for it.
Yeah, he's a
He's
nut.
a lunatic. Okay, so now what is my wife? Oh yeah, what?
Yeah,
now,
I know.
what kind of foods on the table? What kind of allowance do
Quinoa.
we have for?
Yeah, it's green leafs.
So you want motivation? This kid's motivated by things.
Oh,
Slurpee.
oh,
You're like, hey,
Best he's looked his whole life.
this goes,
Processed sugar. I will run through a wall. I will do the Kool-Aid through the brick wall for
Matt-
processed
He's
sugar.
mad he's there, and
Oh,
Dad
yeah.
throws out the. I'll get you a Slurpee.
Bang.
what? Did you just Yeah. You, me, Happy Meal after the skate.
Oh, he's a very interesting child. Once he gets into his first commission job, he's out of my hands. He's fine. He's a very I'll do it, but what for? And so the Slurpee might have been the move. Okay, last one. Golf. We have a very interesting relationship, though. This is going to be your year for golf.
Yeah.
How many rounds? So far,
You should be able to golf
probably a couple left.
Penticton.
So just add 1 or 2 to what you have.
I think I got 16 holes in the one day.
So like
better than last year.
0.75.
That's better than last year.
That's honestly the overpays if you got past the 12th hole.
Yeah. So not bad, right?
Congrats. Yeah. So this is a new game you can try with your buddies. Now there's ways you can gamble or we're going to press you here or, it's a net one. This is a simple one. If you get it on the green, it's $1,000. If you don't, well, let's just see.
Oh, sounds good.
Oh, okay.
Was he that far off?
They knew.
Did they know?
They didn't have to wait.
Oh, sounds good.
Oh!
Okay.
Jeez.
$1,000, Rhett? In or out?
I'm in.
Oh!
I'm just guessing you can't do that in Canada. That has to be America.
Oh, land of the free. You want to have a taser? Why wouldn't you be allowed to have one? Get an automated weapon, get a taser, rocket launcher.
I hope, because I'm near death, right?
Is that the way to go?
I hope I get there without getting tased. That's one. I don't know that I need that experience in my life.
So $1,000 on that tee box.
No, I'm not. Just in general.
Jack?
I don't need
No.
$1,000. No thanks.
I'm getting tased every hole.
No, it's not every hole. It's just the par threes.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like the hole-in-one hole. There's only one where you win the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. You guys go ahead.
You'd have to have a group of people that you were just a little bit better than and you didn't like. So if I was golfing with you, then you might do if Pinder gets tased, it's worth it.
Yeah, I'd be putting up the 1,000 for you to get tased.
That's right.
Now, whatever happens, he could put it right in the jar, tase
So if I hit it on it, no, you're getting tased no matter what. Dean gave us $1,000. What? No, I'm not playing that game.
I was like 12. I was 18 inches.
What? No. I got a birdie back. That, my friends, is your Thursday Pinder Report.
Oh, there you go. It's Village Honda. Huge selection of used vehicles, all makes, all models, all budgets, over 90 units on site, access to more than 500 more inside the dealership group, the Wood Automotive Group, doing great things up there. It's your dealership for life. It's Village Honda, and online at villagehonda.com.
You ever been tased?
Yes.
Because I think the players will come out and do some stuff with police, and they're like, "Oh, we'll shoot a little videos." Anyone want to?
Is that what it was?
One of those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
We
my
did
god.
the arm linked. There was 5 of us.
How quick did you regret it?
You were licking dirt real fast.
So what does it do? Is it like chain reaction? If you're holding hands, it goes through all of you?
Oh yeah,
or-
it's current.
Current.
God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to hold my hand while I do that
Nope.
golf thing?
Oh, thanks.
Dean, give me a.
Yeah, I don't need. There's a lot of things that.
High five and
Well, it's like those, and you know what's the cops? They got to have all that. You got to know what it's like to be tased. They got to get.
bear spray.
They got to get hit with bear
They
spray.
hit, all that happens to them?
pepper spray.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily want to be a cop. I even less now.
Now that might not be the case, but that's what I was
It
led
is
to
the
believe.
case.
That now, is it also true? Remember in Training Day with Denzel, you had to do drugs too to kind of know.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I think that isn't that sort of like the.
I've been training still for this.
he's the
Keep waiting for my call. I'm ready.
He went to that special training set up in Nimbin, Australia.
But yeah, you got to get tased. Do they put you in the dog suit? Get chased down by the.
I don't know if you do.
You're like, yeah, sorry with the German Shepherd. He missed. He got your hand. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Got no hand now.
Guess we should get mitts for this dog suit. Never thought about that.
Dang.
Yeah, I don't need to be tased.
Sorry with that, Jim.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things as I get.
So they got to do drugs, eh? But to know what it's like to be a.
No,
Okay.
they don't have to do.
I don't know
drugs.
if that's the case.
illegal. Well, maybe it's not illegal anymore. Maybe you do.
Some drugs, yeah.
So you can
Depends on the state.
appreciate what the crackheads are going through.
Yeah.
This Pinder guy's out in his ass.
This guy's gonna be a great cop. Look at
So
this
now
shit.
we know what to expect, having been there ourselves. So it's Thursday.
Yeah.
Sure is, Dean.
As Rhett knows, there's a big football game tonight. He's very
That's right.
excited for it.
Very
Very
just
excited.
leaving the house.
Sunday, there will be more football games.
Correct. This will be our biggest Sunday slate yet because, of course, we had a Friday game last week.
True
in
that.
Brazil.
Yeah.
Which we saw a quarterback die. That's too bad.
So we do our football picks. Now, again, I feel like a bit of a disadvantage. We're not doing Friday shows. We're doing Thursday. We're another day out. We don't know about.
Well, you can volunteer to do a show on Friday, or we make it work.
We don't know about weather conditions or injuries, or it's going to be saying
injuries.
What I'm saying is difficult task to pick point spread winners on a Thursday, but it's. I mean, we're brave.
We've proven it's actually difficult at any time to pick any point spread.
Might be an ad.
Oh dear!
So this
is our leaderboard. Why is it upside down?
Our leaderboard.
They got it backwards. You were 3-0, right?
Yeah, I like that. RJ.
Oh,
just so in case you miss it. Yeah, I went 0-3 last week.
We had some tough beats last week.
First week. Week one's hard. It's always tough.
Yeah.
Stinking Will Levis, given that pick 6, that just ruined everything.
Yeah. I don't know if he's any good either.
I don't think you'll hear from him in our picks.
Yeah. Bet365, the world's largest sports betting platform. Open an account with Bet365 today. You'll have a huge range of markets in addition to football. But man, football is so good and the app is so great for it. Download the app, get in there, sign up, and use the code FNBonus when you sign up. It will it'll be worth your while. Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. So we will
FN bonus.
I will definitely look to rebound after an 0-3 start. And again, it's so far out, eh?
Yeah.
So far out.
Oh, this is Dean's picks right here.
Cleveland Browns at the Jacksonville Jaguars. I thought the Jags were okay.
Yes.
ETN was just okay, but Tank Bigsby he was good too.
Miami was in trouble for a while there.
Cleveland, I don't think is any good.
I agree with that.
I think their quarterback.
Pound?
I think their quarterback is straight shit.
It's going to be last year all over again. And instead of Joe Flacco, it's going to be famous Jameis. Until they switch quarterbacks, this team sucks.
Chubb is out. It's Jerome Ford.
You just can't throw the ball. It's
Jags at home by a field goal. It's chalky, but I'll take it. Kansas City, speaking of chalky, they're at home.
Yeah.
The Bengals, I don't think, are any good either.
They might not be good at all.
They're kind of like
Well, okay, so Jack knows both these teams very well. He's an AFC North guy, Steelers. The Browns and Bengals are divisional rivals. Jack, tell us what the hell these teams are.
Well, I think the Browns just suck. Watson's terrible. Their defense has taken a step back. And the Bengals, I don't think Burrow's fully healthy.
I don't either.
He was looking at his wrist slots, trying to pick shit up.
He's a phony baloney.
There was a video of him being a phony baloney.
He was doing a lot of this, which is different than the Swayman this. There's the Swayman.
Different.
This is the, and he's not stirring the pot. He's not looking to cook.
It's not a chili cook-off?
No. Chase didn't take part in camp at all. T. Higgins didn't play last week.
Won't play this week, it doesn't look like.
Mixon is out. It's Zach Moss, who's okay. And it's against the Chiefs.
Chiefs are very good. Rashee Rice and company. They're going to get Kelsey worked in a little more. They've got
Shut up about your Rashee Rice. What about my boy Worthy?
Like Xavier, hell yeah.
2 touchdowns.
I think that's going to be an elite offense again. Sorry, Dean.
I just
to the Bills.
I like that.
And what do they say? 3 points for home field. So you're telling me the Bengals are
2.5 points?
2.5?
Not buying that.
No chance. Give me the Chiefs, 5.5. And the Buccaneers. I'm not buying into how great they were last week, but they were so good last week.
Baker looked excellent.
They won by 50 or whatever it was.
Baker QB1 in week 1. Like actually the best quarterback in the league in week 1.
And the Lions had their hands full at home with the Rams. Went to overtime. It's more than a touchdown. I like the 0.5 over a TD here.
That's the hook for you there.
It's a bit of a hook. They got me. I'll take the Buccaneers plus 7.5.
I don't mind that. Indeed.
Just keep it close.
Detroit.
At Fjord Field in Detroit.
Who wants to go next, Jack?
Right, you're up.
Oh, good. I can't see anything.
There you go.
Shockingly, I'm going to go with the Bills on the money line.
Money line.
Yeah.
Not enough confidence in the spread. 2.5.
Don't want
They're getting 2.5 points.
Going for it.
All right.
It's going to be tough.
Are we okay with them doing a non-point spread?
All right, I'll play the point spread too.
No, because you had talked about over-unders.
I don't mind an over.
I think it's fine.
I think it's fine. Whatever your confidence level is. That's the great thing about Bet365.
That's right.
You're not pinned down to any one thing.
No,
that's right.
Switch it up. Vikings put up a lot of points last weekend. San Fran always going to put up points. I got Debo and if he's playing
CMC.
Yeah.
He's on might be a while for him, bud.
A little worried about that. Anyway,
as a CMC owner, you should be worried. For the Niners, you're not worried at all. Mason
worried
absolutely rumbled last week on a good defense.
So I'm taking the over 45.5. And my boy,
What?
I'm supportive of the Jack-O-meter.
On the road. On the road.
Denver's garbage.
The steel curtain.
Denver is garbage.
Denver is garbage.
Probably
Jack's
garbage.
a nice fella, and I've got Najee on my
You
squad, so I really have to get behind them. Let's go steel curtain.
Feels like there's a lot of fantasy football influence. On
I
Reds
like to
picks.
watch
Pals,
the teams.
Yeah.
football.
CMC.
players.
I also made it into a parlay if anyone wants.
Did you really?
You could do that too. Bet 365. Yeah.
Okay, so what was that last one? It was the Steelers.
Plus-
-2.5.
Sorry,
Steelers minus 2.5.
in Denver.
Yeah, I don't think Denver's very good.
No, I don't like Denver.
Now, again, let's play the logic game again. Neutral site, move 3 points. Are they 5.5 points better than the Broncos? The answer might be yes, but again, 0 touchdowns for the Steelers in week 1.
Jack, without seeing your picks, do you have the Steelers game in your picks?
No, I don't.
What?
So with that in mind,
Yeah, Rhett's doing it for me. He doesn't need it.
Yeah, I can't. I didn't pick them last
You
week and they
can't
won,
win.
so I'm
Yeah.
not.
okay, so take that away. But what that line going into Denver, it's a mile high up there.
That's what I've
Yes, it is. These feel like the games where they lose. After coming off a big win in Atlanta, Mike Tomlin, notorious for losing these kind
See,
of
and I
games.
thought he was a 6 out of 10 on the Jackometer. It feels like a 4. doesn't
I
it?
am at a 6. Like I'm confident.
it
I
feel
don't
like a
like.
Within-
I don't know if the
within 20 minutes he's dropped 3 points into the Jack.
It's gone from 6 to 3. That's brutal.
Sorry, Rhett. Jeez,
I'm still
I like the
confident,
pick,
Dean.
Rhett.
that's nice.
All right, I'll go next. Let's do this. I'm still not over my bad beats in week 1. One of them was the Texans by 3 in Indianapolis, a late Richardson bomb. For a guy who had like 9 completions, screwed me on that one. I'm going to go back to the Houston well. I think they're very good offensively. Yeah, the Bears D and special teams probably good, but they're not playing Will Levis here, and they did nothing on offense. And Roma Dunze and Keenan Allen questionable to go here. Roma's
Dunze's
not going to
out.
play.
He's
Keenan might not. I really like the Texans to put up a big number here. Hell, Tennessee was up 17-0 on this team. Houston's way better. And you got a good quarterback, not Levis. I take Houston minus 6.5. I like the Jets and some of the things they did. San Francisco's a better team. Tennessee is not. Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, that defense.
This is very chalky.
I just think they lost last week because they played the Niners, not because they did anything wrong. And I like Jacksonville's fight against Miami last week. I hate the Browns. They're total frauds. It took me many years. I'm finally there.
So the Jets by 4 on the road.
Yeah. I mean, Tennessee blew a 17-point lead against a Bears team that didn't do anything on offense.
But what if they don't? Like their coach said, if we would just punt on 1st and 10, we
We
probably
would've
win
won
the
the game.
football game. What if they don't?
I'm
make
going to
the
have to
same
research
mistakes?
the Jets punt returners, but I'll get back to you on that.
I just it's Jets on the road.
So I'm going back to the well that Chicago's overrated, back to the well on Tennessee screwing me, and Cleveland's frauds. Those are my 3 picks.
There it is.
Chalky indeed this week.
There it is. That's all right.
Is it?
I think so.
Okay.
Don't be afraid.
I mean, I was trying to.
I feel like we need some music for this segment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got some?
Jack hit it.
My picks. I'm with Boomer on the Bucks. I'm not really believing them, but 7.5 feels like a lot of points going into Detroit. Their offense looked really good. Baker looked really good. Then my new strategy this week, I'm going to take the Niners until they fail me. Really good week 1. Doesn't matter who's in the backfield. I could be back there, go for 100 yards and a touchdown. 5 points isn't enough against the Vikings. Who
I would
look
love to see it. Is there any way we can
decent.
do that?
You get the Jack Cam out to Minnesota in time.
Sorry, Jack.
Vikings look good week 1 with Darnold, but 5 doesn't seem like enough. And then the Chargers going to Carolina. I believe I saw they're selling tickets for $1 to the Carolina Panthers game.
Hot
I
damn.
think you can get a pair
Pair for $1.
for a couple bucks.
Yeah, complete
Yeah.
joke of a franchise. Jim Harbaugh's got them going hard. I like the Chargers in.
Complete joke of a franchise.
I like. You know what? I was on that Niners pick
It was 5.5 earlier.
because
I love that number 5.
if the Vikings didn't put up the points they did, I don't think Darnold's for real. I think Aaron Jones is just okay.
Well, come on, they're playing the
They're-
San Fran D right now. This is a different story.
I wonder what that line would be if the Vikings weren't impressive in week 1. You know what
Totally.
I mean? So
I'm
I think
with
they
you.
can cover that. And I don't know. I think the Chargers.
It's a big number for a team that I don't know is going to be that dynamic, but the Panthers are brutal.
How bad? Again, I just watched on Red Zone, but every time they cut to that game, it was like
Another touchdown for Derek
a
Carr.
Bryce, like a a pick for Bryce Young. It's a deep shot here, and it's
picked off.
Easily picked off. No Panther receiver anywhere close. So I don't. Yeah, Panthers team. Gross. Well, there you go.
And to your point, Minnesota beat up a Giants team that we think is straight
terrible.
trash. I don't know that we think Minnesota's good.
I don't.
And we all believe that
Jefferson's great, but
the Niners are very good.
That could be a complete blowout.
Slobber knocker. I like your picks, Jack. Good work, buddy.
Great job, Jack.
Are we all sticking with our picks? We all feel good?
I'm confident.
No late changes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the good thing with Bet365 is you can right up until game time. You can go into your app. Just, I'm not going to move this around. And once the game starts, and then all of a sudden, if it gets out of hand, well, then you can get on the other side.
Yeah,
so then you're cheering for both ways.
We've kind of done it a little, but let's complete the circle. How's everyone feeling about their team? How about those Bears? 1-0 is nice.
Well, here's the thing. DeAndre Swift is not very good. Keenan Allen, if he's injured, does not help. Adunze was exciting in camp, but he's not going to play. They put up 0 offensive points.
Correct.
I think it was all defensive points. So it's be a long year.
Okay.
Potentially a long year.
Right, your Bills tonight?
I'm happy with the Bills.
Still got that Allen Super Bowl parlay?
Slow. Allen looked really good, and I don't think they were clicking offensively as far as it's odd to say that because they put up a lot of points, but it was on the back of Allen, which will continue. But I think there's more weapons, Kincaid specifically, to use. Their deal will be fine.
Jack hates the Steelers this week in Denver for some reason, even though Denver's trash.
Yeah, I'm not feeling really confident.
Oh my God. In Denver.
I've just seen this so many times.
No.
Big win, then they go somewhere, they don't really play, and they lose.
I'm starting to turn a little on the old Chargers. Week 1 was when they would lose.
Harbaugh?
Yep. Because you know what they did? They ran the ball. They didn't throw it into trouble hardly at all. They protected their quarterback and they played some defense. It's a nice formula. They're going to be fine against Carolina. I don't know what the number, but it might not be sexy, but it's winning football.
I'd be happy if they keep throwing it to Lad McConkey.
McConkey.
Oh, Lad McConkey.
Nice catch on that touchdown. Zip, zip.
Oh, yeah.
Double juke. Nice pickup. My Brian Thomas Jr. had it when we won. He looked good too.
I've got him in every draft except ours. Anyway. Well, there you go. That's our those are our football bets. You can use them. You can go opposite.
I'll bet you George made a lot of money last week.
That would be the thing. Is just actually.
I wonder if we can add a column from RJ where it's opposite Jack, opposite George, and then it would just be the inverse of our combined bets.
Well, we can easily do
show
that.
You how much money you could have made.
Yeah, week 1, you're very happy.
Yeah,
yes,
you're very happy. But here, caution. We're way better in week 2.
We
getting a feel
so
for
much. Things. We're learning things.
You'd be 9-3.
We're so much smarter.
Week 1. 9-3.
Yeah, that's a few units.
You're sharp.
To the good.
You can't go 9-3 every week. That's preposterous.
Yeah. But again, we've brought it back, right? It's got a little off, of course. We're right back where we need to be for week 2. Bet365 promo code FN bonus when you sign up. Get the app, get your account opened, and put in that bonus code, the promo code, and it'll be worth your while. And the thing with it is, and I don't want to get every time you go in there, there's something new. They got things to just kind of get you excited on top of the regular games.
They do some fun things. Sometimes your team gets up early.
Yeah.
Don't have to finish the game. You already get paid out.
That's right.
Things
That's
like
right. Outdoor Dental, they do not use motorcycles or strings.
And you noted
twine.
The chisel and the hammer.
That's right.
Also, none of them there.
No chains, no motorbikes. But they are back on with Barn Burner for another calendar year, another hockey season.
Outdoor.dental.
Attaboy, Dr. J. It's a dental office that uses the Soleil laser. So yes, no needles, no drills, no stress. Plus, the Soleil laser is also used for snoring treatments. 2 15-minute treatments into the soft palate, tightens things up so you're not all flabby.
You don't want to be all loosey-goosey.
A big flabby goose back there. Reduces snoring, non-surgical, pain-free. It's 2 15-minute treatments. You sleep better, you feel better, you're more productive, you're better to be around.
What about the person you sleep with, though?
They're also very happy because their quality of sleep and the amount of sleep is through the roof.
So you'd say when your partner is well rested that things are.
It's it's almost like a marital aid. Are you and your having some tough times?
Slayer.
Dr. J. Patel.
That's a throwback to the old show there.
Dr. J doesn't really.
He doesn't deal with those either.
No, that's not.
No motorcycles, no.
That's not his claims. Outdoor Dental does not have any of these claims. Outdoor.dental is the website. Find out for yourself and get yourself in. And Dr. J, good to have you on. Dr. J was a day one, an OG barn burner.
Love to hear it.
Back on. Happy to see you. Outdoor.dental. So Penticton tomorrow.
Good pack.
How are you guys going to do?
How are we going to do? What do you mean how are we going to do?
Well, the two of you it's would you call it the odd couple? Like it's not.
No, we got Mickey Mouse ears with us too.
Yeah, RJ's
he's glue. He's the glue.
Yeah, he's really
might be the buffer.
The peculiar glue that's going to keep us going. But
it's a wonderful resort and casino there. And there's lots of space. So just,
space is good.
I want you to go one place. It is a deli hidden around the corner off Main Street. They have incredibly fresh, amazing buns, and you can pick any of like 50 different meats. They pile it all up. They have incredibly crisp lettuce and peppers, and they ram it all together. And it's the best little bun which you can have in your life.
I do love a good bunwich.
With some soup.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's my only request.
Done.
I won't even go with you. So that makes it easier.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I'm going to follow you around today until you do that. And then that'll be my threat to you.
So again, the Flames, they play on Friday, Hawaiian Shirt Day. They take on the Jets, 5 p.m. Mountain tomorrow.
Damn it,
Saturday,
tomorrow.
8:30 p.m. They are off on Sunday, and then on Monday, a 3:30 game. There's that schedule for you. And we will be doing shows throughout the weekend.
And so good luck to the moms on evaluation weekend with the 8 ice.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, yeah, what?
Not sure how much. I think we're okay, but it's, yeah. So your wife did realize that you're out of town for 4 days during evaluation weekend?
She noticed, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Our coverage of the Young Stars Classic in Penticton, a presentation of professional skate service started in 1972. They're bigger and better than ever. Check out their website, psscalgary.com, or better yet, if you're in town, go check out the new location. It is a beauty. 1070 42nd Avenue Southeast.
Just off Blackfoot.
Yeah, the former Frank Sisson's Silver Dollar Casino, if that helps. And our other presenting sponsor, Crystal Waters Plumbing Company.
Welcome aboard.
Offering barn burner customers great promotional offers from discounts on equipment such as furnaces, ACs, hot water tanks, and emergency water shutoff systems, as well as extended warranties and flexible payment options.
Like that.
How about it? So give them a little, hey, we were listening / watching Barn Burner, and they said that Crystal Waters were you know what they're going to do? They're going to do one of these. We got you.
It's the Barn Burner Bump.
Crystal Waters is your crystal clear choice for home comfort. Check them out at crystalclearcalgary.com. So what are you doing for the weekend? You're not joining us, long arms.
Some of us.
The texter was right.
Yeah.
I'm giving back to my community.
Yeah. What
with a hangover after a Bills loss to the Dolphins? That's what you're going to give back to?
I have to give back. I've been giving back already this week. Hours and hours of my time just to
a charity golf tournament. Hey, really took it out of you.
Well, I've been at the rinks evaluating on ice, 5 hours, one night on the ice. I'm a giver.
You are,
like I always have been, and I just want to be part of the youth hockey movement in this wonderful city of ours. Yeah. And I'm just going to continue doing that.
Did you hear Shannon Sharp's a giver?
I heard that. Yeah.
Did you hear that, Red?
I have not heard.
It's out there.
Okay, I'll have to look it up.
You can Google.
You can Google.
You can Google.
Watch your
And if you're not careful, you might find more than just
make sure you're not videos not on any Bluetooth speakers when you're doing the...
What a guy.
Wow.
Goodness gracious. So you were at the Flames golf tournament.
I was
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Any anecdotes?
Not really. So much food.
Did you have a player in your group?
Wonderful food. No.
Yeah, was there a celebrity in your group?
Yeah. They spelt my name wrong. I liked that. You got
jeez.
Everyone had a caddy.
Well, it's the first time they've probably dealt with you.
New to the organization.
Yeah. Was it like WARNER.
No, WARRNER. Missed an E. Just gonna send you a picture of it, but
Yeah.
You know who won the thing again? The guy that wins all the scrambles.
EF?
the biggest cheater.
Johnny Huindi.
Oh, really?
He had Riley Fleming, who's like a +4. Another guy who outplayed Riley, Benny Heaves, is a scratch when he's good.
Yeah.
And -20. 20 under.
Way to go.
Fellas.
Way to go.
Wow. How about
Johnny,
that?
come on. Bringing touring pros out with him. Come on.
Next year, we should put a barn burner team together.
Yeah.
Do they like us?
I think so.
Lots of people like us.
Oh,
Yeah,
great, good.
we're very well
That's
liked.
the feedback. Lovely. That's good to hear.
Very well liked.
Stop getting invited when we
No, I was actually going to bring this up on the show.
Yeah.
And I'd forgotten. So now we'll do it. You speak of John Winwick.
Yeah.
Of course, ATB Financial.
Right.
They had a long-standing relationship with Mark Giordano. Kind of came out this week that Gio, looking for a job, was kind of not so much rebuffed, but maybe is there a chance he comes back to Calgary? Sounds like. Now, again, this is just what you read on the internet. But maybe Craig Conroy, the Flame, said, we're probably going in another direction.
Oh, you can't bring him back.
And that's what I was going to ask, if just your thoughts on that.
No,
you
can't.
do what?
It's an awkward leadership thing, even in the room. He's not good enough to be in the lineup all the time. He wants to win. No.
It doesn't check boxes for either party, in my opinion.
I feel the same way, but I know it was some kind of a topic of conversation online.
Mark Giordano, where he's at and what he wants to accomplish. Calgary Flames, where they're at, what they want to accomplish. That Venn diagram.
The Venn.
There's no
I don't think
overlap.
there's any overlap there.
Yeah.
There's Splitsville.
Yeah. No, and
it was a tough finish last year.
And it sounds fun, like kind of weird to put it that way, but I agree. You've got Michael Backlund, who is the captain. You've got Weegar.
It's a new group.
You have moved things forward, even though the team is, you could argue, has moved back. But in terms of where they're going, to bring the former captain back in feels clunky. And
where do you put him in your lineup? Like Jake Bean's how old? Are you going to have him in the rafters so that Giordano can
I think
be your
we
sixth best
underestimated.
defenseman?
I'm not trying to be a dick because I've always made fun of Gio jokingly.
Yes.
Everyone thinks so. But he's done.
It's close because he's in PTO territory now. Like that's the signal that it's ending.
Like, and I'm fine with him trying it. And if he gets a job, I'm not mad. But I'm like, why would you take a roster?
Because I saw some people remark, so you signed Jared Tenorti. Could you not give Gio a PT, that sort of thing?
Giordano's not going to sign a deal that pays him $300,000 and some $1,000 in the American League. That's the deal that Jared Tenorti signed.
It's not.
They
even
play different roles. He's younger.
No.
Yeah.
It's a no-go.
It's
a no-fly zone.
Incredible career if it's over. Maybe he finds a spot. Maybe it's mid-season. Someone runs into injuries. But like you think about, when did he establish himself as a real NHL A player and then B top 4 defenseman? The Norris at what, age 35 or something crazy? Like he's the oldest guy in the league. It doesn't go on forever.
Yeah, I agree.
Consensus.
It sure is. Yeah. It's consensus in this room.
Yeah.
Jack, what do you think?
He's consensus too.
Yeah, we don't really need to see Giordano again.
Love him?
Yep. It's a great Flame.
Tip of the old cap?
He's 41 in October before the puck drops. That's a hell of a run.
Great run. Great story.
It's like a decade longer than when most D-men get washed up. And
he was very close to.
He should write a book.
Yeah. And we've done.
Is he a writer?
Oh, yeah.
But either way, he's got a story to tell. Maybe get a ghostwriter.
The nice thing about writing nowadays, you just say the words into the device and it prints it out for you.
Yeah. The old AI thing.
Yeah.
Is that how Pike does his writing for FlamesNation?
Yeah.
Talks 100%. It into the AI.
I think he's sitting down and typing.
Pike is going, write me a report on the Flames game last night, or write me a report on the likelihood of Giordano returning.
You did that with the draft. How did those kids go that you had the AI had the Flames picking? Because I'd never heard of any of them before. I don't think I saw any of them go in the first 3 rounds.
I think we probably could do that is incorporate some more AI into the
I'd
show.
like to.
Great
Yeah. I'd like to
idea.
make us
I saw-
replaceable sooner than later.
Yeah, I saw McAfee was doing it on his show. It works really well.
We had a bit last year that I don't know we ever got around to, Jack. We wrote out some scripts. And
Yeah.
Remember when we had Robot Pinder because I was too drunk after
I do,
Stampede
yeah.
to come in?
Yeah.
We had something like that set up.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, for sure. Could absolutely do that. So Penticton for us, Rhett continues to give back,
To the community. He's a
Yeah.
giver.
and we'll be doing shows.
The
and
Jackson Steelers onesie. We're calling them onesies.
Right.
Right.
Are we doing the
Snuggie.
on Tuesday? What is the Tuesday program?
Yeah.
What the hell does mean?
Oh,
Who
it's
knows?
inside baseball.
It's very inside.
You're going to find out right now. Don't
Yeah.
worry, Rob.
Well, it wouldn't matter if you told me.
No,
I'd
you were-
still be
no,
checking
you'd
in
know.
on Tuesday morning.
'Cause-
What's the plan?
It is true. Are we doing a show today? No, we're not. What we're doing for the Tuesday edition of Barn Burner, Rhett and I had a chance to sit down at length with Martin Jelena.
Not long enough, but yes, at length.
Not long enough. Marty was a busy guy, but he
It's
gave
called
us
part one.
an hour and change of his time. And again, you get into it. It's, oh yeah, you were there and you did that. You were
Tied
part
to
of that.
this.
And you, yeah,
Look at that. I forgot he was there. He was there too.
an amazing career for a guy that everybody loves.
Beloved.
Everybody loves Jelly.
I'm still
No?
upset with them.
Are you?
Could have said something.
About the
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, there's the puck.
I mean, what if he did? It's a
Well,
conspiracy.
They look at it.
No, they don't.
Well, they would have if you'd have.
you throw your hands up and be like,
It's the screw job. I don't know.
I don't know if I'm not saying they would have got the answer I wanted, but
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. At least
Yeah.
make a stink. You never
Yeah.
know.
I was kind of on the fence about even asking him about it.
Yeah, it's a tough
He's
one.
been asked about it so many times.
You think?
So you
No,
remember
just seven times.
back in Game 6 of it.
Every other year or so. That's true.
Yeah,
Not often
So-
at all.
we'll have that for you. A lot of there was some cool video
That's
that we
great.
found of a very young Marty Jelena,
Spry.
very young, a baby-faced Marty Jelena.
Did he not put up some disgustingly monstrous numbers in the queue?
Yeah, he had.
Oh,
Yeah, he had some big numbers. 100 and whatever it was, 106 goals in 107 games or something like that.
what?
Yeah, over 2 years. And then was a high first-round pick. Was in the Wayne Gretzky trade. He was.
Yeah,
Don't
if
give
you
away all the juicy
went
parts.
through the
Yeah.
laundry list of
Yeah.
what Marty's done, you're going to be amazed.
Yeah.
131 points, you say? Over 2 points a game.
Yeah.
That's good.
But it was the Quebec League. Like we say.
Olympique.
Just the it's the Q, right? So on Tuesday, and again, we're not pumping our tires, but I think you'll enjoy it if you're a Flames fan.
Heck
A lot
yeah.
of cool stories there from Marty, who is a great guy. So we'll do that on Tuesday, and then we are getting back into the
rhythm.
rhythm. Because I know if there's one thing people need every single day,
This.
it's us
More of us,
talking into
yeah.
their ear holes.
More of us.
Yeah,
Lots of this.
yeah. They need us every
Let's
single day.
recap our football picks because we'll all go 3-0 while
That's
you
right. Yeah.
RJ to update that graphic.
A lot of bragging
Jackometer.
to do.
Yeah.
Jackometer.
A lot
We
of
don't have any
posting.
conflicting picks. Everyone's on the same page here, right? Talk about a monster team parlay.
Yeah, I think we're all.
Buccaneers. Yeah, we're just
Jack and I are on the Bucks. You and I are on the Jags.
Yeah,
I'm fine with the
Chiefs.
49ers picks.
yeah, I like that.
I'm fine with it.
Rhett likes the Buffalo money line. I don't mind that either.
Too good to be true. I don't know.
It'll be a good game today.
Don't bring it up if you don't
All
agree
right.
with me. Don't bring it up.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't
not-
wanna
it's not
hear
that I-
you talk the.
Don't ask, don't tell. Is that the policy here on the
Yeah,
Bills?
like I don't need your deep dives into Bills.
It's not so much the Bill. You know what? It's the other guys. It's the Dolphins.
It's a
It
lot
was
of
a bit
question
of a
marks around
peculiar week one for them.
It really was.
The running game all of a sudden is very much in a state of flux.
Is Achan playing or not? Is he hurt or is he not? Is he dynamic or is he not? He's playing. He's great.
I know.
Mm,
I know.
mm.
Hmm?
That backfield lasted 1 week, by the way, before both those guys showed up on injury report.
Yeah, I know.
Ugh.
I know. But for today and for the purposes of this show, I'm going to say that'll do it.
See you at 2:00.
Are we all in? All in? All done? All good?
Saving Thursday. See you at 2.
Make some soup.
Yeah. See you, buddies.